Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 71 of Malt and Magic Campaign 2, and what an episode we have in store for you all, because tonight is the first of our two sessions with some special guests. So they are waiting in the wings, waiting to join us as well, but before we descend into the inevitable chaos that is Malt and Magic Campaign 2, let's do a quick recap from our last episode, because last week we were playing Monster of the Week. Hopefully you've caught that as well. If not, it's now available on YouTube and podcast. So, last session on Malt and Magic. Our heroes wrapped up their business in Dryad's Gate, successfully reacquiring the Ring of Spell Storing and gaining some unexpected insights into ley lines during a revelatory encounter at a local tavern. After celebrating their findings and various things with a night of revelry, the Planar Detective Agency then set their sights on Eleanor. Upon arrival, their search led them to find Cassien Veil, and in doing so they found a shop bearing the hidden symbol of the serpent's cloak. And true to form, their investigation inevitably triggered a trap, knocking them unconscious and transporting them to a dark, eerie cavern illuminated by ghostly green lights. In a dramatic turn, then, Cassien Veil confessed his alliance with the Triumvirate, aiming to overthrow the current leaders of the Serpent Cloak, and using an Onyx Orb, or the Onyx Orb, stolen during Jules' origin story, he opened a massive rift to the Shadowfell, from which a terrifying, corrupted, draconic form emerged. But the Planar Detective Agency was not left to face this threat alone. In a momentous return, Ottoman stepped through the portal, joined by a formidable red-skinned orc ally, ready to stand with our heroes, hopefully, against the unfolding chaos. And this is where we sort of begin tonight, so my usual content warnings do apply. Please be advised there will probably be graphic violence during this episode, which may not be suitable for all audiences. There will also be a lot of adult language, a lot of adult humour, a lot of panicking, and a lot of stress, I imagine. So just bear with us on that one. But that being said, it is a go time, folks. So you have been warned about all the content warnings. Let's see how this goes. Let's roll.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know about it. Can anyone see if anything is wrong? I don't know what it is, but it's fine.
There might be one small. Amazing stuff. Yes, it is not 5 of us, but 7 tonight. Unfortunately, Abby could not sort of make it tonight, so we're going to work with Abby to try and organise a different guest spot for her, but we are still joined by some new faces. So let's run down our lineup and let's descend into chaos, shall we? I am Matt, I am your Dungeon Master for this and most evenings, and I will be playing a couple of NPCs, some monsters, and maybe some little sidekick characters that may or may not be involved in this fight, and we'll see.
Hello, I'm Dave, and I'm playing Jewel of Shadows, the female Tabaxi rogue who is on a vendetta to make sure that this fight goes the way that they want it to. But Dave is also a very sweaty tech guy, hoping that this goes well tonight. So wish me luck, everyone.
Just bear with us.
What a sexy image I've got now. Thank you, Dave. Hello, I am Danny, and I play everyone's favourite UNT sorcerer, Lex Ordo, and hopefully I will still be playing Lex Ordo after this evening.
We've got faith. Hi, I am Tom. I am the father half of Homie and the Dude, and I will be playing Cavan Buckland, the human barbarian paladin.
Nice. What's up? I'm Bodhi, and as always, I'll be playing the legendary bard sorcerer Edgius Bones Jones. Stoked to be here. Glad to have Ottoman back. I have so many questions. It's gonna be great. The moment we're done with this battle, I have so many questions.
Hey all, I am Fletcher. I am playing Ottoman, son of Regman, a vengeance paladin of the Raven Queen or Sharon. I am not sure I am going to have all your answers, but I will have some of your answers for sure, Edgius. But I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a roll right from the start. I am sniffing the dragon's ass right now, so it don't stop it.
I mean, whatever floats your boat there. I mean, we all have our own urges.
I thought I was the bard. Wait.
I'm standing as far away from that as possible. Hello, I'm Josh. I am going to be playing Garnot Silurian, who is an orc fighter rogue. And has been travelling with Ottoman, and hopefully knows the other stuff that Ottoman doesn't know. I'm not sure though.
Nice.
Who knows?
We will see. So there we go. So yes, of course, Fletch and Josh join us from the Eldritch Press and Roll Together respectively. So just before we descend into that promised chaos, Fletch, do you want to give a quick rundown again of what the Eldritch Press is all about? And then Josh will allow you to do the same for Roll Together as well, please.
Yeah, very small publishing company, putting out products mostly on drive-through. There's several things there. The latest was a Kickstarter called Into the Veils. That was a success. I'm writing a few small connected arcs that we'll be using Forge Studio artwork. Also working on the next arc in that campaign path, which is a major undertaking. I took a little time off because I needed to get my life back for a bit, but I'm jumping back into the scene. And I am always looking for collaborators to work on whatever it might be. So anything D&D, I'm going to be around.
Sounds amazing.
Amazing stuff.
Nice one.
Fletch.
When he's not sniffing butts.
Well, I only do that while I game. That's it.
So make sure that they're cool.
Yeah. Consensual butts.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, I'm Josh, and I am from Roll Together RPG, which is a UK-based streaming group. We stream on Mondays and Tuesdays from 6 PM UK time, D&D stuff, and then we do actual live stuff like we're doing now on Wednesdays. But it's mainly world building, and then sometimes some other TTRPGs. Rarely.
Indeed. So now, hopefully, folks will have noticed over the last months and weeks, Roll Together raiding us quite regularly. So that was one of the reasons we reached out to Josh as well, just to thank them for the support and to give sort of some faces to the raiders as well. So thanks for all the support, both of you, because Fletch, obviously, you've given us some PDFs for giveaways and all of that sort of stuff. So thank you both for the support.
Yeah,
Great
absolutely.
to have you on board.
Happy to be here.
Let's descend into a fight then, shall we? So the first thing I need absolutely everybody to do, we're going to kick this straight off the bat. Let's roll some fucking initiative.
Come on.
All right, baby, here it goes.
Buy me a drink first. Goodness me.
No.
Let's go! Come on! That's what we like to see.
Nice.
So,
Damn.
Lex, I'm going to come to you first.
11. Oh no, 12.
11.
Marginally
12.
better.
Jewel.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Edgius.
Dirty 21.
21. Cavan.
Oh, dirty.
Dirty 20 divided by 2.
Don't make me do maths this early on, honestly. Ottoman.
Flaccid 10.
19.
19 for Ottoman. And then last but not least, Garnet.
I rolled an 18 for a 23.
Oh, there we go. Big boy, straight out of the
Callan
back.
bringing up the rear.
Very good. Let me populate this
Very
initiative
nice.
order on screen then, so everybody's got it. And
That gives me more time to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do, actually, if I'm at the bottom of the initiative.
Yeah.
What'd you roll, Danny? I thought you rolled. Did you roll 11?
No, yeah, I rolled a 12, so I'm penultimate.
Yeah. Fuck sake.
I'll start figuring out how I can heal everybody who's gone first.
Very good then. So what I will say then, as sort of Cassien Veil delivers this monologue, you bamf using Misty Step behind them. This dragon claws its way out of the Shadowfell portal, quickly followed by Ottoman and Garnet, where Ottoman sort of explains that Ottoman, the son of Regman, is back to find the King Killer, and let's find him once again, but let's fell this beast. You notice as a group where you are that there's two things that happen with Takami and Callum. Takami, her spectral arms come out, and you see them just begin to work at the manacles, and they just break off. And then she sort of jumps out of this seat, takes that quarterstaff off of her back, which is wooden, and then just smashes it against the floor. And as she smashes it against the floor, the wood just shatters off of it, revealing a solid amethyst quarterstaff with a purple amethyst dragon head at either end.
Can't be good.
And she is just out of combat just to get there. She is going to run up to this portal, seeing creatures following Ottoman and Garnet, and just sort of shouts to you all, "You deal with whatever this shit is, I'm going to stop anything else coming through here." And she does that, and Callum just turns to ice. His whole body coated in ice, and
Classic.
the manacles around his wrists just shatter as he stands in this icy form. A warhammer forms in his hand made of ice, and then he misty steps next to Takami. "Yes, darlings, we've got this. You deal with all of this." And then just looks at Garnet's backside. And then, yeah, we are into it. So with that being said, with all of that happening now, Garnet, you are first in initiative order. So Josh, what would you like to do?
Let's bring up the map.
Yes, so as myself and Ottoman step out, see all of these people just teleport behind us. Wow. Oh, you lot over there. You lot look quite strong. This is a big dragon thing that we've been chasing for a little while. You might want to blow your load all over it, all right? And as I
I thought we were
as I say
leaving that
that,
stuff behind.
Yes, we heard what he said.
my aura, or sort of like my outline, begins to glow this hot white. And I like the fact there's lots of terrain features around here. I'm going to use my bonus action to do my psionic leap, but instead of being boring and just doubling my movement speed and then just flying, I'm going to anime style bounce off of all of the pieces of terrain to get to the dragon.
Yes.
Hop over it and then make 2 attacks against it with my short sword. Please.
Go for it then. So you can
Please,
move your
thank
token
you.
on the map, feel free, and then position yourself where you want to be and roll your 2 attacks for me.
Yep, so I basically go to this crystal, to that crystal, slash over the dragon, and end up over here somewhere within 5 feet of it,
good.
and I'm going to make 2 attacks against it. The first is a 24 to hit. Whoa.
Absolutely going to hit.
Thank God.
And
Yeah.
second, 19 to hit.
19 is the magic number.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
And I said I was going to blow my load nice and early, so as I sort of leap over it, my already white steel blade of my short sword begins to glow really hot, and I'm going to use psionic strike on both attacks.
Nice. So roll that damage.
Because I'm a psionic-
So both of those.
Psionic fingers. And now, I don't mean to bring it up again, but Ottoman did say that he was sniffing the dragon's butt.
I did.
Does that mean he's within 5 feet of it?
No,
You know
because
what?
I can smell it from a half mile away. So,
I mean, Ottoman, it's up to you. If there's a benefit to him being 5 feet away, I'm more than happy for Ottoman to be within melee range of it.
I don't need to be. I'm happy right where I am.
Let me rephrase this question. Josh, would you like Ottoman to be within 5 feet?
That's better.
Yes, please.
Okay.
If that's okay.
I am. There we go.
I think I know what's coming, but there you go. Yeah.
I'll just get the sneak attack. That's all.
Yeah.
I see. That does make sense.
So that is going to be...
Technically, you would have also got a +2 because that's technically flanking, but you've hit anyway, so don't worry about it.
So that is going to be, hang on, quick math on my head, 17 points of magical slashing damage and 7 points of force damage from the first attack.
Very good.
Second attack is 12 points of magical slashing damage and 3 points of force damage.
Excellent stuff.
Every time that I've struck into it,
That's
with sneak attack and everything, yeah. And every time I've struck into it, the aura around me has been building up to the point where my entire body is almost sort of encompassed with it, and then it just cracks and shatters into dust as I use action surge and make 2 more attacks.
Nice.
Wow.
Josh came
Blowing
to play.
the load.
You can come again.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to be first in initiative somehow. That's crazy.
23 to hit and a dirty 20 to hit.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Rolling hot as well.
Wow.
Yeah, man, this is the way to start.
I'm going to psionic strike all of these again. So that's going to be 13 points of magical slashing and 8 points of force. No, it's not force, it's psychic damage. The psionic fighter, that makes more sense, doesn't it?
By the way.
There's then 10 points of slashing damage and 4 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
As these wounds.
And that magical dust
open.
floats around me.
Excellent stuff. So you
That
very
was a hell of a
quickly,
move
as you
right there.
bounce off the terrain and with your blade in like 4 anime swipes, and then as your blade finishes moving, it's then that the wounds just open up and you sort of see this dragon's head just as it winces with that psychic energy that then unleashes over it. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I think I've done more than enough. I think that's it.
Excellent stuff. In which case then, Edgius, we are straight over to yourself.
I'm so good. So am I still tied to the chair?
You are, but you've got capabilities to allow you to get out, so it's not going to take you much longer. But
Yeah. Oh, I have like so many cool ways that I could do that for sure. Cool. Yeah. Do you know what? I'll Misty Step out of the chair. Just kind of between it and the pillar. And as Takami kind of runs off towards the portal, Edges is gonna be like, "That's not the battle formation we talked about." Oh, okay. We'll look to Lex and Cavan and be like, battle formations, I guess. And I would like to possibly remove my dagger and chuck it to Lex so that he can cut himself free if he so needs. So I'll chuck my dagger to Lex.
These are steel manacles, is all I'm going to say.
Oh, I thought it was rope. Never mind. I'll keep that dagger for myself. That's all good. I would like to then grab my new blade from my back, Matt, and I would like to remove this blade. With all the pride of having been gifted such a gorgeous weapon and all the courage in Edgius's heart, he's going to swing it round and plant it firmly in the ground as he makes himself very thin along the blade and uses it as cover, and is going to pull out his short bow and shoot 2 arrows at the dragon.
You're firing at the dragon, yeah? Amazing. Yeah. Love it. Roll to hit
2 attacks. So the first one is going to be a 25 to hit.
Yes.
Second one is going to be a 18, so that one misses.
Does not hit.
Yeah, awesome. Damage. So it's going to be 3, so 9 plus 1. 9 plus 3. So that's 12 points of piercing damage as I let off 2 arrows from my bow. I'm hoping as well that the blade here in between the chair and the pillar almost makes this like a wall of cover. Is kind of what I'm like aiming for here, man.
Okay,
and that'll be the end of my go. As I look to Lex and kind of shrug.
Excellent stuff. With that being said, then we are over to Jewel. Jewel, you've already misty stepped behind Cassien, who has that sort of rapier pressed up against you.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Is he still facing away?
He's kind of like the rapier's pointed at you. He's kind of looking half back at you, but yeah, technically he's got his back to you.
As Jewel blinks, she blinks, and as she opens her eyes again, there is that dark starlight in her eyes as she activates her astral whisper. So as she does this, she's then going to also, which I can do for surely can't be a bonus action. I can use one of my tokens, presumably the soul trinkets. I can crack one off, so to speak.
Bash one out, yeah.
Bash one out. Either way, as far as I know, I can use that one to provide sneak attack.
One of these smoky little orbs that's been constantly floating around you for numerous days now. Yes, you can.
So that goes off, and she's going to attack with the dust dagger. So there is a
nice.
It almost creates an ethereal version of her in dark smoke to confuse her enemy. This will also, with the astral whisper, give her. Do I have to do a detect thoughts thing for whether I get advantage on the roll? It's against a target I haven't attacked or they haven't been in combat yet. So, do I need to do something?
I mean, they've not been in combat yet, so crack on.
Great, so I get advantage on that one as well.
Yep.
That one, ding ding, is a 26 to hit.
26 is absolutely going to hit Cassien Veil.
Brilliant, which is 20 points of slashing damage, and one of those is psychic, if that makes any difference.
No.
Okay, and will then will that have used a bonus action somewhere? I think it must have done.
Yes.
So one of them did. Yeah, cool. There you go. And then we'll we'll stand there and look at the pendant, which she hasn't taken from him yet, and just be like, I'm gonna get that off your dead body.
Cassien just grins at you as you stab into him, just like. Very good. At this point, then, it is the dragon's turn. As it winces from that psychic pain, its eyes, its head just lifts up. I am Ebonclaw. Feel my despair. And gonna unleash an absolute shitstorm on.
That's a weird dragon power.
Yeah, shitstorm. Ottoman's getting hit.
Oh, yeah.
Getting hit.
Yeah, I smelled it. I smelled it coming.
So what do I want to do here? Okay. It's going to make 3 attacks against Garnet, actually, because Garnet's the one that's just cut into they. So yes, they are going to be a bite attack, which is going to be.
Damn it, hiding behind the mic 20. Never helps.
No word of natural 20.
That's fine.
surely partial cover.
I'm immune to natural 20s because I'm wearing adamantium armor.
Oh,
Boom.
shit!
So
seen
that will
anybody
just
look
be
so
the
smug.
standard damage, which is 15 points of piercing damage
Okay. And
6 points of necrotic damage.
as this claw comes down to strike me, you watch,
Bite.
for anybody who's close enough, or the bite, sorry, you watch as the armor rummages and a rat comes out, runs up to the edge of the sword and just stops the bite, sort of preventing some of the damage while it's glowing white, as I'm going to use my psionic shield to reduce the damage by an amount, which is, I believe, a D10. Let me just quickly check. Yes, it's a D10.
This is not the sequel to Ratatouille I thought I was going to get.
So I reduced that damage by 11.
Ooh.
Very good. Nice.
Protective field, it's called.
Wood. Excellent stuff. So that would have been 21, so that is now reduced down to 10.
Thank you.
It's then going to make 2 claw attacks against you.
Not nice.
No word of a lie. We said it wasn't going to happen. 2 natural 20s in a row.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Best
But-
character to do it again,
Adamantine.
because I'm immune to them.
Yeah. Exactly. So, fucking what a waste. Very good. That first claw attack is then going to be 18 points of slashing damage, and then the second claw attack is... I think I need to change the dice, or somebody's I'm going to take another picture. Like, third natural 20 in a row.
Fuck off.
Fucked for the rest of the evening. Fucked for the rest of the evening. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I know who
again,
the
doesn't
dragon's
matter.
not going to attack anymore.
Yep.
That is 20 points of slashing damage as these 3 attacks. The bite comes in, which you sort of hold back, and then these 2 claws, just as it rears up, just rake across you, lands back down. That will be Ebonclaw's go.
What does
and we
that
are
put
then
you
over
on?
to-
What does that put Garnet on?
I mean, I'm not like taking the piss or anything, people, but you know, I'm feeling a bit bloody from that now. So you know, get your asses in here.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Wow. We'll put that on Garnet then, because yes, Garnet is not looking good. Very good. However, with that, we are then over to Ottoman, who is currently head up a dragon's arse.
Yeah. I'm popping my head out, and I see my companion almost go down. And while I'm happy to get away from that cavernous ass, I am looking forward to taking this creature out. So I raise my shield. I slide over a couple paces to here. And as I do that, I begin to speak. And I call out to the dragon, Ebonclaw, I am Ottoman, son of Ragnar. I'm sorry, Regman. Sorry, I don't even know my own
Regman.
father. Clan Corman. And I am here, tracking you down to slay you. And as I say that, I use bonus action to call up my vow of enmity on it. And pointing at it with my sword, I say, feel the wrath of my fallen ancestors. May your cries of pain lighten their heart. And I will launch in my first attack, and that will be at advantage from the vow of enmity. That's going to be a 22 and a 20.
Wow.
I'm
Yep.
taking a 22 on that
Both.
one, so I'm good enough for that. And on that first hit,
Cool.
I'm going to... This is not an undead creature or a fiend, is it? It doesn't seem that
As
way.
far as you can tell.
As far as I can tell. Well,
Do you know
let's
what?
see if
I'll
I can
allow you
find
to make
out.
me a quick nature check.
All right, let's do that. Not my strong suit, but we're going to take it anyway. That is going to be a 19.
19. You do not get any undead feeling from this dragon at all. It is definitely an alive dragon. It's just purely been corrupted and influenced by its time in the Shadowfell.
Okay.
So it is not undead.
All right,
It
so-
is draconic.
All right. So on that hit, I am going to use a Holy Smite. And I'm going to use a 3rd level spell slot on that. And the damage, as there are spirits that seem to be just wisping around in an aura about me. This is the fallen ancestors that I speak of. And the first blade chops it deep in the flank. That's going to be 10. That's going to be 21 plus 5, 26 hit points of damage.
Is that all the same type of damage? Is it all slashing damage?
That's all radiant. That's all radiant damage. No, it's
radiant damage. So that was
slashing. I'm sorry, 2d8 is slashing and 3d8 is radiant.
Cool. Okay, and that was how much total again? Sorry.
26.
26 points of radiant damage. Very good. First slice comes
Second attack is going to be a 18.
Does not hit.
I really want that to hit. You know what? I don't. I am happy with what I have done so far. I've bloodied it. Its ichor is upon my weapon, and that is the end of my turn. I stand there and I face it, calling out its name and calling out my name.
Very good. As you finish your turn then, the dragon, having been sliced in again, is going to just unleash a wing attack with a legendary action. And it beats its wings, and both you and Garnet, Ottoman and Garnet, I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Fuck's sake.
Here we go.
All right. Not my favorite. 16 here.
I got an 18.
You got an 8.
18.
18, sorry. Both not enough to save, so you will take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. You are both knocked prone.
What? Fuck!
17 and not prone.
17, you said?
No, sorry, 15. 15 points
15.
of damage
Okay.
and knocked prone. And then the dragon is going to fly. Where's it going to fly? It's going to come straight over here. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's leaving.
30, 35, 40. There we go.
It left an attack of opportunity there.
There is an attack of opportunity because you're prone. That will, of course, be at disadvantage. Technically, because it's flown, it will have flown up. But yeah, there will be a disadvantage attack of opportunity should you wish to use your reaction.
I've already used mine.
Yeah.
As it flies towards Edgius is going to be like, "No, shoot!" And just tuck himself really in behind the cover.
All right. Yeah, I think I'd rather take an attack. All right. Attack of opportunity at disadvantage, but I already have advantage because it has my vow of enmity on it, right? So straight up, that is a
Straight
miss. Yeah, that's gonna be a 17.
Cool. I'm going to put the yellow circle on it so we know it's still got vow of enmity on it.
Okay.
Very good then. We are then over to Lex's go.
So, I'm going to try and break free from my shackles by
How would you like to
using
do so?
my cantrip. I'll use Sorcerer's Burst, which
Yeah.
basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to focus the energy on the shackles, and I'm going to go for cold damage to hopefully freeze them enough to make them brittle enough for me to break out of. So let me roll to hit for a start.
Yep.
That's a 14 to hit my shackles.
Absolutely, you're shackled. Shatter.
Right.
They're not very strong.
Good. So that's that. And then what I will also do, which won't become apparent as to why it's a good idea yet, but I'm going to invoke my harmonic resonance of Mechanus, which allows me to do other things which will become apparent soon, but it also allows me to communicate telepathically with allies within 60 feet, which might be helpful. And then I will also use one of my new feats, being a Chaos Conduit, to cast Chaos Bolt without using a spell slot.
Nice.
Oh, bloody hell.
But I will have to roll on the Wild Magic Surge table after this, so we'll see.
You will indeed.
We'll see how that goes.
Oh boy.
Meteor Swarm, let's go.
Oh boy. Yeah. Joy.
Oh, cock and balls. That's only a 13 to hit, so never mind.
30.
Just fires off into the distance.
Your Chaos Bolt. I'm going to say you would probably recognise that this giant crystal in front of you is very reminiscent of those crystals you've seen on the Crystalline Isle. And as you fire your Chaos Bolt towards it, it's almost like there's this gravitational pull that just pulls it off its line and causes it to almost slingshot around and crash against the wall. Roll me a D100, please, for your Wild Magic Surge.
Fucking sick description, Matt. Sick description.
What did I get? Oh, I got an 83, which means
83 with an
I
83.
radiate bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of me is blinded.
Oh, joy.
Sake.
Go team. Thanks for coming.
Go team.
Yeah.
So,
Turn off that light, Lex. God, what are you doing? How do you? You're so bright.
How many feet?
so
have
what's
you?
the distance
It's
on that,
blinded?
sorry?
So don't finish your turn within 5 feet of me, everybody. Otherwise you're fucked.
It was 30 feet, Matt.
Wow.
And there's no save on it. You're automatically blinded. So
Wait, is it a 30-foot radius or a 30-foot
a
diameter?
30 foot.
Danny?
I'm a 30-foot nightlight. Yeah.
Right, okay, so you radiate light. Right, I'm going to put that all around you. Basically, so if anybody gets within that circle or finishes their turn within that circle, they are blinded.
You're blind. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So this. So, Jewel, any features of the Dusk Dagger at this point,
now
I
gone.
imagine, are now gone. Because
Sorry, it's
Lex
only till
just
the end of my
begins
next
to
turn, though.
glow from inside. Cog flutters out of your pocket and just sort of looks at you, and in Modron speaks, says to you, "What the fuck are you doing?" Holy shit.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you very much for the follow. There we go. Very good. Anything else on your turn, Lex?
I think I've contributed enough.
Yeah.
In which
Appreciate
case
it.
we are over to
Now,
Cavern.
actually, what I will do,
now,
knowing
Go on.
what's just happened, I will move behind it, so I'm away from other people, and now I'm behind that. It's going to be like a fucking prism, innit? It's going to be like a Pink Floyd album, rainbows everywhere.
just beams of light that come out of this gemstone now. I am going to say, though, given that was wild magic, and you're sort of emanating this wild magic with this light, all of the gemstones in this room, this one in front of you sort of absorbs that light a little bit, and then they all beam and light up and sort of glow with this blue innate light and just begin to almost vibrate slightly. Excellent stuff. We are then on to Cavern. Tom, I'm going to do you a favour here because I think I know what you're going to do anyway, but given your strength and these shackles is what they are, you just use that barbarian strength that's in you and shatter them, and you are free to move around as you see fit.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Very
one.
nice.
So I'm taking it all in, right? I'm seeing that Aegeus is kind of hiding behind his great sword. Lex, even though Lex is kind of out of range from me, I felt that kind of trail of super bright light, and I'm just wondering which way is Cassien Veil facing right now, since Jewel did attack Cassien from the back.
He is kind of facing towards you, sort of directly south, if you like. He's got this half turn, so yeah, he's looking almost directly at you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I was hoping he was facing away, but I don't have much much other plays than to take that all in, see that Jewel and Cassien are close to each other. The dragon has neared this side of the map, so I'm going to rush Cassien Veil. I've got 40 feet of movement. But I tried to move, and I think I've got like a duplicate thing here, Matt. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Hey up.
Roll initiative for your second character
No, you
and go
don't.
for it.
So with
Cabin cast mirror image.
with my first cabin, I
Perfect.
make it to Cassien, and I'm raging. By the time I get to Cassien, since he's looking at me anyway, I'm using my rage as a form of intimidation. So if you could imagine the New Zealand rugby team and their haka dance, that's kind of like I'm just coming at him with huge eyes. My mouth is just wide open, just shrill raging at him as I get to him, and I will attack with my Gravity of Equity to sweep his legs.
Yep.
Yeah, my Gavel of Equity.
Very good.
Yep. Oh, nice. So it's an 18 plus. That's a 25 to hit.
Absolutely gonna hit.
Cool. And then, can I add my Divine Fury and my Righteous Rebuke to that? Beautiful. So that is 11 plus 1d6 plus 4. Plus 15. Plus 5 is 16. It's 1d6. That is 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. You slam into his knee and just.
Yeah. Is he still standing?
Do you know what? I'm gonna get him to make a strength save on that one. Oh, but 15. I will say he wobbles, but yes, manages to stay standing.
Manages to stay standing. Okay. For my second, I'm gonna go back at him again. So I swept through that time. This time I'm gonna come up with basically an uppercut, as it were, to try to clip him underneath his chin with my Gavel of Equity.
Nice. Roll hit.
That is 20 to hit.
Absolutely gonna hit.
Beautiful. And not so good. That's a 4 plus. Divine Fury doesn't work, but
you won't get your Divine
Rebuke.
Fury, no.
Yeah.
Righteous Rebuke. What's that coming from?
The Lord, Matt. The Lord.
Oh, that's your Exemplar Zeal. So that you've invoked Exemplar Zeal as well.
Yeah. So that's
fine.
9 more points of damage.
Yeah. So that's how much damage total? Sorry.
9 total.
9 total. Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. So as you sort of swing into his knee and it cracks, but he sort of maintains balance, and then you just bring it back up into his chin. He just sort of spits out blood. Oh, I'm going to regret that.
I just whisper to Jewel behind him, I'll keep his attention. And I'm just like, right here, come get me.
Excellent stuff. Anything else on your turn?
No, that is all I've got.
Excellent stuff then. I am going to say then, as your turn ends, it is then Cassien's go. Cassien is going to use a bonus action to disengage.
Bastard.
And he is then going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over to here. And as he then does so, you see him just turn, gather his hands around that orb, and then just... and this shadowy flame appears in his hand as he then just lobs it to the centre of the room and is going to cast a fireball.
Oh, brilliant.
Beautiful.
Oh, what the fuck?
Did we get opportunity attacks on that?
No,
Because he
Oh.
disengaged.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Fireball
Golly,
That's a lot of fire.
So he's going to throw that.
Yeah, that's a
over
big
there,
fireball.
as that explodes out. Now I need everybody to make me, or everybody that falls within that circle, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Owie.
Lex, we need to get on that healing vibe.
That's a big bang.
19.
19 is a save.
Dex. Do I have evasion yet? Sorry, guys. Where do I need to look for that?
You should have evasion. I would have thought
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, you get it at level 8, I think.
There it is. Okay, so my dex save is 24.
So you will save. You'll take no damage from this
Okay, cool.
somehow.
I
And
also
then
rolled a
Garnet.
24. Also a 24.
Oh.
Good.
Nice.
So you're going to take half damage. So that's 8d6.
Oh, 8.
8d6. So that will be 36 points of damage total, but because everybody saved on that, oh shit, you're going to take 18 points of fire damage.
Wow.
That could have been worse.
Isn't that like you're on? What are you on? 11 points?
Yeah.
Garnet
I'm
just
fine.
smoking. Even the rat.
Wow.
Even the rat is just sort of smoking slightly and just looks at Garnet.
Holy fuck. All right.
I know, bud. I'm sorry.
And in that moment, Cassien just sort of laughs. And you notice in a surge that portal just seems to pulse, and Takami and Callum take a step back as they're sort of shoved back. With both of them, you see Takami just swing this purple quarterstaff, and as it connects, it's almost like you can hear the roar of a dragon. As she does connect with this dark, shadowy creature and flings it back through the portal. Callum just swings that icy warhammer and knocks another one back as they just knock these two creatures back that are trying to escape through as well. They seem to be controlling the portal fairly well. And then we are back around the top to Garnet. What would you like to do, sir?
boy.
I'm laying on the floor. I'm currently laying on the floor. Is the dragon still flying, or did it land when it flew off?
It's landed, so it's flown but landed where it is now, so it's not in the
Okay.
air.
Right, I'm just laying on the floor with my rat sitting on my chest. I'm just gonna look over to Ottoman. I'm pretty hurt, but I've got a really, really crazy idea. If you're up for it,
Just speak quickly.
I'm not going
What
to
is
speak.
it?
I'm going to do. I'm not going to speak. I'm going to do. Trust me, yeah.
I just shake my head and look at you in the eyes, and I accept.
Right, this is going to be fun. I'm going to use half my movement to get up, and I'm going to begin moving 15 feet towards the dragon with that same glow operating around me. To use my psionic leap, and I'm going to leap in the air, and just as I get above the dragon, I then use my action to use telekinetic movement to grab Ottoman, and I'm going to pull Ottoman towards me so we both land on the dragon.
Nice.
I'll take it.
So
Riding
Ottoman,
a
you just
dragon.
feel yourself pulled away up. That moved the wrong. Oh, here we go. Let's just.
Hey,
Sorry, I moved-
ho, hey, ho,
I'll move you, Josh. Don't worry. I'll sort
Thank you.
that out. Just because that's attachments, all having good fun. There we go. So the two of you then, Garnet bounces and pings. Ding, ding. Ottoman, you just feel yourself sort of shoved forward off the ground, and next minute you're above it and just land on top of this dragon that just roars out, "Feel my despair." Cool. Anything else, Garnet?
Nope, that's everything on my turn.
Nicely done.
Excellent stuff then. At
Nicely
the end
done.
of your turn then, Cassien is going to take a legendary action,
Oh god.
and he is going to cast...
Surrender.
He's going to cast
White flag.
darkness.
My favorite spell.
Gonna cast darkness.
What a loser!
I do
What an
have.
absolute loser! Of course he has the darkness spell.
Fucker.
Darkness, which is a 15-foot radius sphere, and he is going to.
I just
place
scupper
it-
my go because my go was
Yeah,
on a
that's
creature
your-
you can see within range, and I can no longer see.
You did say he was going to scupper all of your plans.
Don't you have a glow coming
yeah,
off
Cassien
of you,
casts
Lex?
darkness there,
Oh,
but
shit.
is then concentrating.
Right?
Oh, he's not on himself.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Good.
No, he casts it on Jewel and Cavern and just plonks it straight in the middle there so they can no longer see. So yes, a creature with dark vision cannot see through this darkness, non-magical light can't illuminate it. And in fact, he's going to cast that on Jewel's dagger.
Ah, you little.
Oh,
That is
joy.
attached to the dagger.
What a loser!
Yeah.
So it's
We'll
going
then
to follow
over
Jewel
to
wherever it
Edgius
goes.
then.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
John's
as
going to know
Cassien,
that.
you see Cassien again just sort of swoop his hands in front of that onyx orb and pushes that darkness out, and Jewel from the dusk dagger, it's almost like that natural shadowy essence that it has just seems to expand around you and you're in total darkness.
Okay.
Very good. Edgius.
Okay, Matt, I'm gonna try something a little bit wild here. So
Let's go for it.
Edgius is first gonna peek out and kind of like keep himself tucked, but he's gonna peek out and be like, "Wait, is that the dude from the last cave fight that we had to do? The fuck is he doing here?" I'm gonna turn and like lean over the thing and to Lex and be like, "Yo, the guy, the what was his name? Like, he was named after a piece of furniture or something. That he's over there." I'll help them, Lex. I'll help them. You stick with our usuals. I'll help the new guys. And Edgius would like to pull an arrow from his quiver, and I'd like to snap the end off of my arrow as I pull one of my fingers from my skeleton hand, and would like to attach it to the arrow. I would then like to knock the arrow and aim it at Garnot, please. If
I was wondering where you were going with that then. I was wondering if you were going to finger the dragon's butthole.
Yeah.
No, instead he's
He's
going to
casting
finger
Finger
Garnet.
Blast.
So, yeah.
So to hit Garnet with my arrow that has no pointed tip on it anymore is a 25 to hit.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. As the arrow leaves Edgius's fingers, he's going to whisper into it and move his hand in a flourish. A shadow trails after it, and I'm going to cast Heroism on it. And when it touches Garnet, you gain temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier at the beginning of each of your turns. So you get 5 this round. Next round you'll get 5
Come on.
for however many rounds I keep concentrating it on, you will keep getting 5 at the beginning of every turn.
Your team.
Does that stay on him?
Yes, that stays on him until
Just keeps at it.
until the concentration runs out, or the
Even if
timer
he's
runs out.
unconscious? If he's knocked unconscious?
Yes, I believe so.
It'll revive him at the beginning of his turn.
I believe so.
Edgius is now
Why would
concentrating
you?
on
Why would you
heroism.
ask that?
Well, it's going to change what I do. Going to make a difference.
So Garnet, in this moment, you see a skeleton individual just pop their finger off, tie it to an arrow, and quickly fire it towards you. And there's this moment of, why are they shooting at me? And then as the sort of the finger strokes against your armor and just sort of, and then pings off, you feel just this. It's a coldness which is weird. Almost like you're lying in the coldest of rivers, but at the same time, it imbues you with an extra feeling of vitality in that moment. Edgius, anything else in your turn?
As it clangs off of him, Edgius is gonna place his back up against his sword, breathe out, and go, "Support!" And then and that'll be the end of my turn.
Excellent stuff. With that, then
That
we
was
are over to
nice.
Jewel.
So just rolling it back. I can do a check for this. Was it obvious that darkness was emanating from the knife as that happened, the dagger as it happened, or no? As it's darkness, I get, I go both ways. The sphere either grew from it, or I suddenly just couldn't see.
I'm going to go with you suddenly just couldn't see.
Fine. I'm still going to do what I probably would have done anyway, and that is I still saw where Cassien Veil went, and I'm going to lob the dagger at him.
I am going to ask you, this is going to be at total disadvantage.
It is, but I am going to therefore use the bonus action steady aim because I saw where he was. I was looking at him, and all that happens is I close my eyes, so I will throw at normal.
Yep.
And
listen for
trust
him.
in it with a dirty 20 to hit.
Fuck
Dirty
yes.
20 is going to hit.
Cool. However, I don't think I get sneak attack on that one because I didn't have advantage technically, did I?
No. So what you notice is this ball of darkness just seems to fly as you chuck your dagger and the dice, across the floor. Yeah. And this dagger embeds itself into Cassien.
Cool. Now I actually forgot to add my damage modifier last round, so I can add it this time if that's okay.
That's fine. Yeah, no worries. You will also get the full feature of the dusk dagger because it's in total darkness.
Fucking hell. Yes, I forgot about
Cool.
that. Marvellous. So that is 10, 13, 14 points of piercing damage.
And the psychic?
Oh, sorry, that's including of the 1 point of psychic. Psychic is not doing me very good rolls here, so that is that
Very
one.
good.
Now,
So this
that's-
blade just...
Yeah.
And Cassien disappears in this ball of darkness.
Perfect.
I turn to Cavan and go, oh, that is quite annoying. Now I can't see him. Bollocks.
I couldn't. I know where he was, though. I know where he was. I saw him, and then I didn't see him, and then I saw him, and then I didn't see him, and then I saw him.
Just take him out. Jules not going to go anywhere. She can't now for the rest of her turn. That is her go. She does therefore look at the dragon behind and go, great, middle of a room, no cover. Idiot. And that's her go.
Excellent stuff then. It is then Ebonclaw's go. Ebonclaw is going to move. Even with these two individuals on its back, it's going to go 5... What was that? Where were we? Can't even see the fucking map. There we go. 5... and 15, 20, 25 to there. And is going to aim... its head lifts up. Let's just put Ottoman and Garnet on it again. Its head just lifts up and the maw opens and just emanates this shadowy breath. It comes out like shadow flames in a 60-foot cone.
Oh shit!
Bollocks.
So I'm going to use this because it's the first one I've got. Which is very topical considering it's about to snow. So there we go. Yes, that will get
cover,
Jewel,
right?
Cavan, and
Okay.
Lex potentially.
I will. Sorry, I will
I
add that the
need-
fireball that happened before. Jewel does have the Astral Whisper up, so she would have. I'm going to say temporarily just disappeared and back in, kind of leaving this wisp, and that's why she was able to evade the fireball. Just a bit in there.
Love it. Absolutely love it. So in this moment then, as this shadowy fire breath just emanates out, I need Jewel, Cavan, and Lex to all make me dexterity saving throws, please.
It is at this point I would like to refer back to when I invoked the Harmony of Mechanis, and I would like to use one of those abilities to automatically succeed on this saving throw, please.
Oh, beautiful.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Ha ha ha. 23 dex save.
Is enough to save. And Cavan,
I failed, but can I use my inspiration?
you can use your
Please do.
inspiration.
To reroll.
Yep.
Fuck's sake! I failed again.
What do you get?
Crap.
It's. I rolled a 2 plus whatever my dex is. It's a 4.
Okay. So, Kevin, you are going to take 44 points of necrotic damage.
Oh!
Lex, you're going to take 22 points of necrotic damage. Jewel, you take nothing, as yet again, I'm assuming you will use evasion, and you just blink out of existence for a moment into that astral plane, as you just see stars around you. And as you disappear into the astral plane, those eyes, those glowing eyes of the Watcher just seem to appear in front of you and just stare deep into you as you then appear back in. That will be Ebonclaw's go. We are then over to Ottoman.
Shit.
Okay, so I am on the back of the dragon, and the dragon ignored me. So I'm gonna just do what I gotta do here. I am clocking this son of a bitch. I'm taking the sword straight up, sinking it into his neck, in between his shoulder blades. I am striking this deep, and first attack is a 20. Dirty. That's a hit?
Absolutely.
Okay. I am going to use a second level slot, and I'm going to add that damage from a Divine Smite. That is going to be 16 points of damage. And I will do the second attack.
Go for it.
Oh, Christ. That is going to be a miss with a 14.
Very good. So your first one, you just sort of stab in, and the second one just glances off those scales.
How high up am I on the dragon's shoulders here?
You're probably a good 10, 15 feet up.
Okay, I'm staying put. Do I have to do anything to stay on this dragon's back here? Because I'd like to stay.
It's not
So
trying to throw you off currently.
All right. No movement and no bonus action. I am done with my turn.
Excellent stuff. Lex, over to you then. In fact, no. Pause. After Ottoman sort of stabs in, then Ebonclaw is again. You're going to use a wing attack.
Fuck.
I am going to make... So, Garnet, Ottoman, and Jewel, I need you all to make me dexterity saving throws. Ottoman and Garnet, because you're on top of this dragon, I'm going to say do so at advantage.
Oh,
at advantage? Or
Who are making
disadvantage?
dex saving throws? Who are the three that are making?
Advantage.
Jewel, Garnet, and Ottoman. Cavan, you are well outside the range of this.
Cool. Okay.
And I'm sorry, Matt. That's at advantage or disadvantage?
At advantage for you and Josh.
Okay.
So
15 for me.
yeah.
15.
21.
21. And Dave?
I'm rolling really well on these dex saves. 25.
25. Very good. So, sorry, Josh, did you say you got 21?
I did, yes.
So that is a failure.
Oh Christ!
You are knocked prone, and I'm going to say you are kicked off the dragon as well, just down to here. Ottoman, what did you roll? Was it a 15?
Yeah, I know that ain't making it.
So you are also going to get kicked off the dragon. Was this wing attack to and the wind hits you? Jewel, you are the only one that saves. So you take no damage and are not knocked prone. However, Ottoman and Garnet, you are going to take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on the floor. And Ebonclaw is then going to fly straight up in the air 40 feet.
Did they both take 15 points just then?
Yes.
Yes.
Both took 15. I don't have the temporary hit points yet, do I? Not until the start.
Not
of my,
yet.
The start of my turn. Yeah. As the 15 hits me and I hit the floor, I sort of bounce and then roll, and my eyes just shoot open. And as I have to use my feature relentless endurance. If I would go to 0, I instead go to 1.
Bloody hell!
Fucking hell.
You're taking a battering today.
Fuck.
Doesn't count as being knocked out.
It's almost as if he doesn't want to make it to the end of the episode.
So Garnet, for that moment, as you bounce to sort of your eyes and flash open, and you are on a single hit point, I believe.
Yep.
I've just realised Cavan is also not looking particularly good.
No.
Mm-hmm.
See, what you need to do, hide behind stuff like me and Edges.
I'm
very
hiding
good.
with dignity.
In that-
It's called taking cover, actually.
Yeah.
In that moment,
Strategic
then, as
cowardice.
Ebonclaw just sort of flies up 40 feet into the air, Lex, we are around to you.
Right. Seeing this dragon batter everybody, I feel like the only thing I can try and do is to stop it doing that. So I will use my other Chaos Conduit energy to cast any spell I like without wasting a spell slot, because if it doesn't go well, then I've not wasted a spell slot.
Wow.
And I'm gonna choose the spell Hold Monster.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh,
So, and also I'm going to spend 3 sorcery points, so you have disadvantage on the save.
Very good.
Coming in clutch.
What is my
Later,
save?
dragon.
that is what we need.
But it's a what is it? Fucking hell, I can't find the spell now. Wisdom 17.
Disadvantage, you say?
Yeah, boy.
First roll
Come on.
is a 12.
Come on.
Second roll typically was a natural 20. So, disadvantage, I get a 12, which would be a failure, I'm assuming.
Yep.
He's going
So
to
you're
use a
now paralysed?
legendary
Dragon.
resistance to succeed.
Suck it, dragon.
And I'm going to use my reaction to call you a knob for doing that.
There's one legendary resistance gone.
That was a very good way to burn a legendary resistance, because it didn't cost you anything. That was
100%.
amazing.
Didn't cost me any spell slot.
Roll me a d100, please. I'm assuming that light now dims, because I think it's only for that turn, isn't it? Until
No,
the start of
it's for the
turn.
next minute, but I blind people
Oh, okay.
until the end of their next turn.
Very good.
So,
Roll me a d100 again.
I rolled 100.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
On a 100, I roll a
Whoa.
d6. On a 1, I regain 2d10 hit points. On a 2, an ally gets 2d10 hit points, so I need that. I need a 2. That's what I need. On a 3, I regain a spell slot. On a 4, an ally regains a spell slot. On a 5, I regain all my sorcery points. On a 6, everything in row 17 to 20 happens simultaneously. Oh, fucking hell.
Roll a 6. Roll
Let's
a
go
6.
for a
Roll a
2.
6.
Roll it, baby.
206.
If
No. What?
I'm not even joking, I rolled a 2.
I want a 6.
Yeah.
Yay!
Roll a 2.
Which means, where's my d10s? Where's my d10s? Which means, you get 10 hit points back.
Who?
Who?
Garnet.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Nice.
That could have gone a lot worse. I was kind of hoping for 17 and 20 all to happen at once, but I've just read what they are and now.
That would have been fun. That would have been fun. So Garnet gets 10 HP out of nowhere. I'm going to say where Lex is, that gemstone again just absorbs energy, and then shooting out of the gemstone that is sort of below Ebonclaw now, but immediately to the west of you, Garnet, this streak of energy just catches you, and you think for a moment, oh shit, and then some of your wounds heal up. And the rat just
Beautiful.
sort of shakes itself as the fur that was singed is no longer singed. Excellent
and then that's
stuff.
it. For
Anything
me.
else on your
Movement-wise,
turn, Lex?
I'm going to stay behind this pillar, so it seems to be working pretty well for me.
Nice round.
Over to Cavan then.
Okay. So while all this is going on, Cavan had been the victim of that kind of freezing spell that the dragon imposed. And the last thing that I remember, a couple things happened. One is I could see Cassien move away to the left. I could then not see anything, but Cassien was still there. And then a cloud of darkness disappeared or covered him again. So, and the last thing I also remember was Jewel saying, just tackle him, grab him. So in that daze, I point myself towards Cassien, knowing what I remember seeing, and I pelt it towards him and try to rugby tackle him with a grapple.
Okay, I'm going to allow you to make this attack, but make it a disadvantage, please, because you're running into darkness.
Cool, that's 18. Hang on a second. Do I have any addition to a grapple? That was an 18, and that's so I rolled an 18 and a 15.
So at disadvantage, you are raging, so you get +2, which would bring you up to 17 to hit. So therefore, with a 17 at disadvantage, you still hit. 17 is the magic number for Cassien.
Nice. So I actually like fly
rush
at him.
in and just bang. Yeah.
Yep. Fly at him.
And you're grappling
two-hand
him.
grapple him. Yep. Two-hand grapple him.
So. In fact,
and then,
so yes, I'll get him to make an acrobatics check, but he technically can't see either, so no, it fails with a 5. So yeah, you managed to just hold him and grapple him.
Okay. And with my second attack, I'd like to, as I'm holding him, I can kind of feel whether he's in front of me or behind me, or he's facing me or facing away from me. And I want to focus my attention on his throat. So, how do I have him right now? Is he facing away from me?
Because you rugby tackled him, you sort of launched into him and just grabbed him around the waist, and you sort of got him in a bear hug right now.
Yeah. So as I have him in a bear hug, I can kind of, because I've been in these kind of scraps most of my entire life. I have a good idea of body anatomy. And I'm gonna launch just a front punch to his throat, his thorax, his voice box, all of those things, to try to do as much damage to his ability to speak or cast.
Nice. If you roll a natural 20 on this, I'm going to have him lose his ability to use the verbal component on spells.
Okay.
Yes.
That was
on,
not
baby.
a natural 20, but it was a 12.
12 is not going to hit.
Okay. Okay. So I thought I knew where his throat was, and I punch, and I go right past his throat and his head, but if I can, I try to keep the grapple.
So the grapple will stay up. That's fine. You've got him grappled. You just hit him while you were holding on to that. He has to try and escape that grapple essentially now.
Okay.
Excellent stuff. At the end of your turn, then anything else on your turn? Sorry.
No, that's it.
Excellent stuff. With that, then we are then over to Cassien's turn, who even in this grapple just pulls that blade out, and I'm going to say that's his bonus action and drops it to the floor. He is then going to. What is he going to do? What do I want to do with Cassien given that? So he's pulled the blade out. Cavan, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Did Cassien was Cassien concentrating on darkness, by the way?
He was concentrating on darkness, but yes, he has taken damage, hasn't he?
It wasn't.
That's a
much,
19.
wasn't it?
Fails. Darkness is gone.
Hey.
So even as he pulls the blade and drops it down, a 19 on the save. You succeed. So you see Cassien just sort of looks at you and says to you, "It's not what you need to be doing right now." And you can feel that charm effect try to sort of wash over you, but it does not take hold.
This is exactly what I need to be doing, fuckface.
Amazing. As Cassien's turn ends, then again we cut over to the shadow portal where you see both Takami and Callum. Callum now sort of places the warhammer on the floor, and these two eldritch blasts just out into the portal as two shadowy figures just burst into smoke, essentially. Takami then brings the quarterstaff around, smacks another one, and then pushes it back through the portal. Looks at Callum and sort of winks as she continues to defend this portal and keep whatever else is coming through at bay. And I will say, as we close that round, let's take a short break, because I think everybody probably needs a breather.
I need a wee.
Exactly. So yes, join us in a few minutes or so as we reconvene for part 2 of this battle, and let's see what happens. So thank you very much. Thank you, Josh and Fletch, so far. Amazing. I think everybody will agree.
Loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Love it.
Loving it.
100% loving it.
Better rolls.
So,
Better rolls.
We'll be back in. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks. Hey,
I want to go. There we go.
There we go. We've got everybody back. Amazing stuff. Right. Yes. Welcome back, everyone. I'm not going to labour the point. We're going to get straight back into it. So, following sort of Takami and Callum doing a bit of crowd control against the portal, various things happening, darkness spells popping up all over the place, we're going to get straight back to it with Garnet, who has fallen off a dragon, smacked his head on the floor, come back from the brink of death, been healed, and now suddenly gets 5 temporary hit points from the finger that gently stroked him in all sorts of ways.
I've been
Josh,
stroked by a
what are you
very
doing?
gentle finger. I look down to my friend on my rat friend on my chest. Roger, mate, I need a bit of healing, and he disappears into my armour. And then I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna look around, clock where the fingered arrow came from, and I'm gonna use my movement and action, remainder of my movement and my action to dash. We measured to get. Oh, I moved the thing in. Don't worry. To get to there, and then as I get round and sort of hunker up against this piece of terrain, I'm just going to look to. Is it Edgius?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Oh, I believe you sort of threw your finger at me. Here you go. You can have it back.
As you come around the corner, Edgius is going to jump and be like, ah! And like draw his bow with no arrow in it at you. And then be like, oh, sorry. And then as you toss his finger back, he'll like go to catch it, but it will just like almost like magnet straight back to his hand, basically, and just kind of lock back on as he cracks it and is like, thanks. Are you with Chair Guy?
I'm with Ottoman over there. Yeah, I just need to take a quick breather. I blew my load and then hung around for too long, so I just need to take a breath for a moment as Roger the Rat comes out of my armor, looking slightly different, wearing full surgical gear with surgical gloves and a mask, and starts patching me up. And I use my second wind feature.
Edgius will raise his hand and go, don't move, there's a rat on you.
Oh yeah, my friend Roger. Say hello. And as he's healing me, he just stops and goes, carry on. I get 17 points of healing.
You know the rat.
Yeah, my friend. He's my friend.
Okay, that's stranger things have happened. I'm a skeleton. Edgius, Bones Jones, pleasure to meet you. I'm a legendary bard sorcerer, and I'll pull out one of our Planar Detective Agency cards and hand it to him.
Garnot Sylvia, quick question. Do you happen to travel with anybody?
Just these.
Oh, that was a bard joke. That was a joke for you because you know you're a skeleton and you got no body. Sorry. I'm really bad at it.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I missed that one too.
I often forget that I'm like that there is no body there. I think of my skeleton as my body. Do you know what? That was actually really good.
You can put that
guys,
into your
we're gonna get on with this lot. These guys are great. Yeah. We're keeping them. We're adding them to the roster.
I've got a feeling that we just stay for this entire time just chatting like this.
6 seconds of communication. It's the whole round. You're just literally back and forth.
There's explosions going on in the background. There's light coming from one of these gems. Yeah. There's just God knows what else. And someone just flies against the wall smoking.
There's
and
a
you're
moment.
Like,
There's a moment where you see Lex just run past with his hair on fire and just all sorts of crazy shit happening.
So that sword tactic, hiding behind that sword's that's a really good idea.
Oh, thanks. It's a new sword, actually. I got it from a legendary swordsmith. Nothing big or anything like that, but it is what it is. I've got an idea, actually. Do you want to help me with something?
Yeah, sure. What do you want?
Okay, so here's my idea. Basically, you help me pull this bow like as far as we can back, and then let's just fire these arrows at it, and let's just see what happens here.
All right, I will tell you now, I ain't very strong, so I'm more of the sort of Dexy type, but I'll definitely help.
Dexy is in the traveling troupe, Dexy's Midnight Joggers?
No, Dexy is I'm very acrobatic and flexible and bendy.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not super strong either, as you can see, and Edgius flexes his arm. Yeah, he has. Edgius flexes his arm, and there's no muscle there. Oh, I think with both of us not being strong together, maybe we can make one strong person.
That sounds good, yeah. I'll definitely give you a hand with the arrows and the bows.
Okay.
And the firing.
In that case, Matt, I'm going to knock 2 arrows, so those will be my 2 attacks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to convert sorcery points. So like as I draw them, almost this shadowy magic envelops one of the arrows. As I draw it back, I'm then going to basically stand, move to the outside here, and basically ask Garnot to like grab the bow and like pull it back as far as he can as well. And at that point, I would like to, before I fire it, cast the spell Tasha's Mind Whip as a bonus action after using my meta magic onto the arrow, and then I'd like to shoot it at the dragon, please.
Perfect. Roll with advantage.
Thanks, Matt.
is Garnot going to get shot with the arrows?
That, or if you fail, the bowstring's going to snap.
Right in the nuts.
Oh, buddy. Okay, so one hit was a 1, as is meant to be, and the other one was a 20. So we'll go with that, shall we?
Yeah,
nat 20.
Let's take that.
Yes, nat 20 indeed. Nat 1 and nat 20. Not fantastic, but that was double advantage. I assume you wanted with that, Matt, for both the attacks,
yeah,
right? Or
absolutely.
just one of the attacks advantage. Cool.
No, both of them. You're being helped essentially. So.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So one of them misses. The other one will be. The other one's only going to be 7 points of damage, but the kicker with 4th level Tasha's Mind Whip is your guy has to roll an intelligence saving throw, and I can also target another creature. So I'd also like to target Cassien Veil, who's in a 30 feet range from him as well, if possible.
Nice. So that's a what saving throw?
Sweet.
Wisdom saving throw?
Intelligence. Wow.
Here's Ebonclaw, because they're 40 foot. Do you know what? Yeah, I'll allow it. Intelligence saving throw for the dragon is a natural 20 for a 22.
Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Clever dragon. Very
Cassien
clever.
Veil. Sorry, that was. It's not a 22, it's a 23. Cassien Veil is then going to get.
Now we got a good one.
An unnatural 20.
Beautiful. The both succeed. So Cassien Veil only takes the damage. Both only take the damage. And yeah, is there anything extra for the additional pull or anything like that, or is that all?
So sorry, just on Tasha's Mind Whip, if they save, Cassien takes nothing.
Yes.
Or does he take half?
He takes full damage. The effect is actually if they succeed on it, they don't suffer any of the effects. Basically, they take. Oh no, sorry, it is
right.
half
So
damage.
what's
You're
the
right,
damage? So okay. So can you roll me the damage for Tasha's Mind Whip then?
Yeah, of course. That's so halved is going to be 4 to 8.
4 points of damage to Cassien Veil, which, because what you notice is as this sort of energy surrounds them, the onyx gem glows as well, and they sort of just shake their head as if there was a slight annoyance. So they're going to take only 2 points of damage, and then Ebonclaw, however, is going to take 4.
Cool. I will then step back behind the pillar, back to my hiding spot, look at Garnet and go, usually it's like way more. That's like the first time that's ever happened. There was meant to be like some other stuff happen, but like it was just, you're new. You get it.
It's the right performance issues. We all go through it at some point in our lives. It's fine.
Yeah. I would have thought years on the stage would have fixed that, but apparently not. And I'll end my turn there.
Amazing stuff then. As you end your turn, Cassien Veil then is going to again request that Cavern makes a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, whoops.
Ooh. 8.
Oh, in fact, ignore me. That can't happen. Instead, he is going to make a rapier attack against you, Cavern. Which is a 9 plus stuff. That is a 17 hit.
Yeah. Hits.
That hits. Very good. You're
Yes.
going to take 10 points of piercing damage as he just takes the rapier and almost just where you've got him grappled, just sort of stabs it into your side.
You're raging as well?
You are raging, so that will be half of that to 5.
Okay.
Excellent stuff. We're then over to Jewel,
Gah, crikey.
who's somehow taken no damage.
A slippery little bugger. She is entirely focused on Cassien, even though there is this mammoth dragon behind her. Can I make a very quick wisdom or intelligence check as to whether Jewel is in the state of mind to kill or spare Cassien, please?
I mean, I'm going to leave that up to you. It's your character.
I'm gonna, if that's okay. So, I'm gonna go for wisdom. It's a 10, so I don't quite know where that leaves me. Probably undecided.
Right on the money, yeah.
Right on the fucking money on the undecided. So anyway, she's going to go in for a run and slide. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Slides in, grabs the dagger, spins around, and plunges it into the side of Cassien, hopefully. So,
Nice.
This is a... I think it's just it's a straight attack. So 17 to hit.
17 is the magic number.
Oh, bloody hell, that was lucky. So this is now, is it now? No, it's bright light in here again because of Lex. So I won't get that one. but I will get sneak attack because Cavan is there.
Because Cavan, yep.
6, 12.
Dave, I'm 35 feet away from you, so you're just outside of my bright light radius.
Okay, 16.
So there you go then.
Okay, 16.
But as I said, the gemstones are all.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. 16.
True.
Okay.
17. 23 points of piercing damage to Cassien Veil.
Shit. The beds.
No psychic damage on that one because of that. And oh shit! So Cavan's not looking so hot really at the moment, is he?
Nope.
I'm good, dude. Don't worry. I've got some healing points.
Okay. He's therefore going. Oh no, actually, can't move anyway. Really. So second attack will be. So 2 weapon fighting. Second attack will be a claws.
Yep.
18 to hit.
Absolutely going to hit.
For 2 points of slashing damage.
2 points slashing damage.
And goes to the throat. Kind of like slices across the throat. Doesn't quite cut all the way through, but definitely leaves a mark.
Oh yeah, there's a definite sort of typical cat scratch mark and flesh wound across that. Dave, Garnet's on 28 HP now. Just
marvellous. Yeah, great. Okay, that's my go.
Sweet.
Very good. We are then over to the dragon then, who is flying 40 feet up in the air. Not happy that things came from certain directions, so is going to... Where do I want to put them? I wonder. Perfect.
Lex, what are you measuring to?
So the dragon is going to fly. We've got 40. Oh, how can I manage it? Oh. So we're going to go 55 foot there, which then gives them an extra 15 feet down, so they are going to be... What's that? Maths.
25 feet in the air.
I'm not in the right one. Thank you, it is 25 feet. I was double checking that one. 25 feet up, and they are going to unleash... Well, let's see first.
They're going to shit on me from above.
No, they're not. So they are not going to use their shadow breath because they can't do that. However, Lex, seeing you there, they can't attack you because they're 25 feet up. So that will be.
And it won't go blind
them.
because it's more than 5 feet.
Absolutely. So it's going to be there, and that will be it.
You are a beacon
Ottoman.
of come at me, bro.
Yeah.
How did we not hit this turn? That was crazy.
The dragon's still flying.
Dragon is still flying. It's 25 feet up currently. It's sort of just glided down in a downward slope towards where Lex was, and you could see it sort of go to open its maw, but whatever it wanted to do is not able to do.
25 feet up. Okay. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I charge forward and heading straight towards Ebonclaw. And as I get to the end of that 30 feet, I'm going to use bonus action to Misty Step as I just a cloud of feathers just kind of float around me, just kind of puffing into the air. And in that puff, I am gone, and I will be 30 feet closer. But the question is, can I make it to the top of this dragon? Or will I not? It's 25 feet in the air, so I got 30 foot of
To
movement.
get to it, it's 25 feet up. Is anybody good at Pythag here?
Oh, here we go.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Yeah, and that doesn't seem like it. Though,
Do you know
if
what?
I could,
Fuck it, for shits
I
and
will.
giggles. I like it. No, fuck it. You're gonna do
All
it.
right,
You bamf.
I
You're on top of
run
the dragon.
and puff. I puff out of existence and pop right back in on top of this thing. And when I do, another cloud of black raven feathers kind of sprinkle down from around me, and then I say, Ebonclaw, I am back. You will not escape my ancestors and my vengeance. And I make my first attack, which is going to be a 21.
Come on.
Yes.
Which I
Now
believe
we're
that's a
rolling.
hit. And then I'm going to... No, let's not do that yet. I'm just going to straight up hit it. That is going to be 7 points of damage. Not very good, but I'm waiting for a crit here, people. Let's see what I can do on the second attack. Not gonna do it, but it is a 25. Let me ask you this. If I were to use an inspiration, would I be able to roll both those dice again?
You can roll one of them again.
One of them again. All right. I'm
Sorry,
not done
if
with my
you're
tricks.
using inspiration, I'm assuming you mean heroic inspiration,
Yeah.
yeah? The new name for it, but yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Well-
So you can re-roll one of them.
All right, let's see what happens with that. And that is going to be a miss, so I'll just take that hit. And I'm going to use the third level spell once again and Divine Smite on this.
Nice.
That is going to be
Love that sound.
10, 14, 24. That's 29 plus 5, 34 points of damage as the second attack sinks into its neck, and I ride this beast until the end. And I'm hanging tight. End of my turn.
Cannot wait for Ottoman to just
Very good.
land
If you
on this dead
stab
body.
that into the back of its neck, it just sort of...
I am back!
Acolytes of the matron, you will die first.
and just breathes that out as it says that. And we are over to Lex.
Now if I can help it, motherfucker, because I am going to cast a 5th level chromatic orb right up into the gooch of the dragon. But I'm also going to spend 5 sorcery points to twin the spell so I can shoot Cassius the cunt as well.
Christ.
So
Beautiful.
this is a roll to hit, so I'm less likely to have any legendary saves. 14 to hit Cassius,
Miss.
and a 24 to hit the dragon.
So as your focus
is-
is on the dragon, you sort of shoot this up and just focus in, and that one's absolutely going to hit. And then there's just this side shoot, this, and misses Cassien, streaks across and splatters against the wall at the north end of this sort of circular chamber. Roll damage for Ebonclaw.
Oh, I'm choosing cold damage, because why not? Fucking hell, where do they all go?
Hopefully in the dice tower.
20, 23, 25, 26 points of cold damage.
Oh! 6 points of cold damage as this ice just stretches across the underside of Ebonclaw, and again there's just this. Very good. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna move now. 5, 10,
Tiptoe
15,
away.
20, 25.
Don't come this way.
Oh no, that's a very good point. I'll hide
No,
behind here.
I'm joking. I'm joking. However, as you come around the corner, Edgius is going to be like, "You're drawing it closer to us."
I'll hide behind this one here.
Very
Although I'm not hiding
good
because it's a
then.
beacon, isn't it? But, partial
I mean, you
cover
can
and all
try
that.
and hide, but you are fucking glowing. So yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of fails automatically. As you end your turn, then Ebonclaw is going to take a legendary action, and its tail is just going to swing round and try and connect with Ottoman on top.
Shield
of it.
is up. Shield is
So,
up to block this attack.
Hopefully he misses and hits himself, right?
Oh, that's cocked. That was between an 18 and a 2, but it cocked. So we roll again. Natural 20. Sorry.
Oh,
Fuck!
What?
How convenient.
But you know what?
I can take a picture.
At that moment, I whisper, I don't know, I scream loudly in its ear, which I'm assuming is close. I know who you are, Ebonclaw. I know your master. And when you fall, so shall your master. And I call upon the power of the Raven Queen or Charon, whoever my patron is now, with all the shit that's going on in this Shadowfell realm and the loss of the Raven Queen's power there. I call upon a luck point to make that attack again.
oh, fucking hell.
I like it.
Let's see what you got now.
That is an something plus stuff. That is a fuck my life. 22 to hit.
Oh.
It hits me. It hits me.
Yeah, but it's not a nat,
Still
so
hits,
that's...
but it's
It's not a crit,
a crit.
Ah, brilliant.
So
But it
that
is still a
will
hit.
be. What is that? 19 points of bludgeoning damage. The tail just whips around, and in that moment, you hear the lapping of oars on a river, as it's almost like there's a time stop where the tail is going to hit you dead center, and you can see it coming straight for your head. But then there's a moment where time just seems to, and the tail comes back, and then just glances across you. Still does damage, but not as much as it would have done.
I utter a prayer under my breath with a smile on my face, knowing that my patron is protecting me.
Amazing stuff in that moment.
And then I
Cabin
sop
will
up the
come round to
blood
you.
that's trickling out of my ears.
Very good. Jesus. How's everybody looking? I think we're all... Oh, Ottoman is now bloodied
Ottoman
as
is
well.
looking a little worse for wear, yeah. That was a massive hit.
I'll
To be
be
fair,
alright.
we are lasting longer than I thought we would when it first started out. I
It's
went
true.
Go.
Garnet was
Cavan.
blooded within the first 30 seconds, so I think we're doing alright.
Yeah.
I assess the situation. I'm grappling Cassien right now. I use some of my street smarts and training that I've had in these situations, and I try to advance this into a grappling pin. And so pin Cassien down if I can.
So your grappling pin. So we need to make
believe
another
it's roll.
grapple check, which is an athletics check from yourself. I believe.
Okay, that's a
Ignore me.
20.
A creature can grapple another creature. Because they've changed the rules for this. Target must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw. The DC for the saving throw is 8 plus your strength modifier, which will be 11 for you. I'm gonna, given they're already, well no, actually it's just straight roll. So that's a 2 plus what's higher? Their dexterity. That is a ooh. No, it's a 10. They fail. You pin them to the ground.
Cool.
They're restrained.
I got this.
Fuck
Jewel.
yeah.
I fucking got this,
So
Jewel.
restrained.
Cool. And while restrained, do I have a second attack, or is it is the restraining?
I mean,
Release.
what do the rules say on restrained? I think you're okay. Oh, hang about. Restrained. attack rolls against you have advantage and your attack rolls have disadvantage. So yes, you can attack, but it will be a straight roll because technically you are both restrained right now.
Okay.
So you have disadvantage on the attack, but advantage on the attack against this individual. So
yeah, so it's just a straight roll. I'm going to pull out, as I've got them restrained, I'm going to pull out my dagger and try to squeeze it into Cassien's neck, aiming for this fucking...
It's like that scene out of Saving Private Ryan.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Just pressing it down. That is a... Do I get any modifier on that? I rolled a 17.
You are raging, so you get a +2, but 17 is the magic number anyway, so that will be a 19.
You also got a +1 dagger, Tom.
+1 to the dagger, so it's a dirty 20 as I drive this down right into his fucking... into his neck.
Nice.
And I leave it there, and then I resume my grapple just to make sure...
What's
my
the
grappling
damage on the
just
dagger?
to make sure... Is
Normally,
1d4
that
plus
+2 on rage is +2 to damage. No, I keep doing this.
Yeah, so
it's not a +2 to the roll, it's a +2 to the damage, so still hits
So
anyway.
it's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage as you slide this in. I'm also going to say, because you've pointed that at the neck, it's in his neck at this point. He can't speak.
Hey.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I got this. Jewel, we're good here. We're good here. Help the others out. I got this fucker.
Very good. It is then Cassien's go. Let's have a look. Amazing. You have disabled their ability to cast spells, so instead the hands come... Well, disabled the verbal component, so instead the hand comes up to the orb just below where the dagger is, and they just grab it for a moment. And these flame-like shadows just wreathe Cassien's body, causing him to become quite heavily obscured beneath these flames. Okay, I'm going to say because you're grappled, we're going to do this anyway. Kevin, you are going to take 8 points of necrotic damage as these flames just wreathe around Cassien Veil. And he is also still concentrating. He's no longer concentrating on the darkness, but is now concentrating on this particular effect. So we'll put a black ring around him as he manages to use the orb and casts Shadow of Moil. All attacks now against Cassien will be, I believe... no, sorry. Resistant to radiant damage. And whenever you get hit with an attack... yeah, that will then lash out. As Cassien then does that, they are going to use their bonus action. And I just need to have a quick look at this because I don't know whether it affects it or not.
And there's no longer darkness around the Cassien, is that right?
No.
No, yeah,
Darkness
right.
is long gone. So, disengage. No, okay, so can't disengage.
Hey, look at that! We're
Hey,
getting rid of
thanks, Josh.
someone. We'd love to say this.
Amazing.
Welcome, Raiders.
Greetings
Indeed,
all.
welcome.
Bunch of
He might spot
bunch
a
of
familiar
pirates.
figure
Hey, that's my people.
who was also on the stream you were just watching and now has suddenly appeared here, almost as if by magic.
What happened?
There we go. So as Cassien takes this
Magic
dagger
of
to the
D&D.
throat and then just wreathes themselves in these shadowy flames, that will be his go. At the end of his turn, Ebonclaw is going to make another tail attack against Ottoman.
Fuck. Stubborn.
That is a 7 plus stuff. 21 to hit.
That just meets.
Just meets, so it still hits.
However, I think I can use a luck point again.
Okay, you want to re-roll?
Yeah, I call upon the oarsman of the. Oh, jeez, do I see your hand going up like you just got a crit?
No, that was a 29 to hit though.
Oh, 20. Well, shit. I'll take the 21. All
right. So that is 17 points of bludgeoning damage as this tail just comes around again, and there's that moment where it sort of wibbles in the air as you again you sort of channel the power of Charon through you and hear the lapping of oars again, but this time the tail just slams against you. How's Ottoman looking?
Ottoman, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm not alright, but I'm okay.
I love it. There's the paladin. Very good then. As this tail slams into you, we cut over to the shadowy portal again, and you can see Takami at this point has got that purple dragon staff, the dragon quarterstaff, and it's just holding it, and just you can see all 6 of her arms as the 4 spectral arms also hold onto this quarterstaff, and they are just holding back these shadowy creatures. As Callum then just opens up a hand and this cone of icy energy just blasts in and they get obliterated back into the portal. Even through the icy sort of facade that Callum's taken on, there is sweat dripping, and you can see Takami is just deep breathing, trying to hold this on. She just sort of centers herself, swings the quarterstaff back, and does the typical Morpheus, brings the quarterstaff behind her, holds her hand out, and beckons the enemies forward. We are then back around the top to Garnet.
Okay. DM question for you. These crystals that are dotted around the arena, are they floating or are they loose?
Ooh. They are jutting out of the floor.
I'm going to try something stupid.
Love it.
Yes,
Let's roll.
that's what we're here for.
Best phrase to ever be said in D&D.
What I would like to do is the one that is just to the top right of the dragon. I would like to move and use my bonus action to dash to charge at it with my shield out.
Okay.
With the intention of... I'm bringing that with me. With the intention of smacking into it and trying to break it. Without using my action, hopefully.
Then, please. Oh, so you're just going to run and charge at it?
I want to run and charge at it. I would like to try and use the momentum of my movement and bonus action to try and break it without using my action, because I've got something I want to do with it with my action if it works.
Okay, I like it. So here's what we're going to do. Rule of cool. I'm still going to ask you... sorry. I don't need to roll to hit because it's fucking stationary and you're going to hit it. I'm going to ask you to roll me a D100, please.
Oh, D100. That's the one dice I didn't get out.
Put this down to the percentages.
There it is. That is a 53.
53. You just managed to make this one, but these things have been vibrating ever since Lex started channeling this wild magic energy into it. It's almost like they reverberate with this strange wild magic. You and yourself, with that arcane wanderlust, run forward and slam into this crystal as it then just... You manage to break it. What do you then want to do?
As it breaks into one big piece that falls off or into multiple shards?
Yep.
If it's...
I'll say there are some shards, but there is a central piece that seems to sort of roll to the side as well.
As the central biggest piece sort of goes to roll to the side, and I sort of slide to the other side of the crystal, my form glows white and I reach my hand out to grab the big piece, and I just point upwards and I lob it straight at the dragon with my telekinetic movement.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
Roll to hit, please. Also,
Matt,
an
can I
improvised weapon.
Matt, can I ask a question?
Go on, Bodes.
Because I'm next in initiative, if I chased after him, and then also like almost like a golf teacher putting hands, like going behind and like placing hands on
You're doing that ghost
Garnot's
moment.
like hip. Yeah, exactly. Would I be able to also increase the power that this does by casting my classic Firebolt and Thunderwave combination as my turn on us to basically give it that thrust to fire it with his telekinetic power and increase this as like a rocket basically being fired at this dragon?
Combo move.
Fuck it, let's do it.
It's a big vibrating
like
phallic-shaped thing. You're basically throwing a dildo at a dragon.
I mean, I was going to make the joke earlier that is it going voot or voot voot or voot voot voot? Like, which one is it doing? Because sometimes it works
speed?
better.
Everybody
got
knows
no cups, so
anything
it's
with
gonna
a
hurt.
pause in it is useless. Right?
Yeah, who likes the voot 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 voot? It just doesn't work.
Aiming straight at
Amazing.
the ass too, by the
So-
way, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Garnet sprints up with his shield and shatters this thing as Edius, almost in this intuitive moment, just goes, sprints forward after him and sort of grabs hold of Garnet and the hand at the same time as this crystal then is, and it's Mana Stone crystal, so anything's going to fucking happen from here. You throw your spells into it. Garnet, I'm going to ask you to make me the roll to hit, but this will now be at advantage. If it hits, Edius, I want your spell effects. I want essentially an improvised weapon strike from you, Garnet, which will be your dexterity modifier on top of whatever it would be.
Okay.
So yeah, roll to hit first. Let's see if we get this at advantage.
With advantage.
Come on,
Please
baby.
don't miss.
Natural 20!
Yeah!
Fucking double everything. So Edius, double your Thunderwave, double your Firebolt.
Beautiful.
Garnet, double your 2 hits, whatever that is.
Yep.
Let me just get a
What
shit
should I roll for
dice.
damage? Just double the
You need to
dex,
roll
or
a
should I get
strength
a
check for the dragon.
Do you know what? Because this is a big crystal shard. I am going to say, roll a d8, add your dexterity modifier on top of it, double the damage.
Come on, this is it. What a way to kill the dragon. I'm feeling good.
Hey, I just
24
look at
from
this
me.
shit coming my way.
It misses the dragon and hits onwards.
Don't look
Say
good.
again, Josh, sorry.
There's a 24 from me.
24 points.
That's already doubled.
What? Fucking bludgeoning damage as it punches in and then... and fire
Then-
as Edius adds to this as well.
I just
But
picture
he gets
that
his
instead of Edgius
Shut up,
running
Danny.
up
Shut up,
like
Danny.
behind me, it's more, hey, Edgius, I've got this really cool... I'm going to try and break. Do you want to come with me? And I'll just sort of link his arms around my neck and run with him like a cape.
I love it. A skeleton backpack.
I'm praying to God that Takami is not seeing this. That is all I'm praying. Is that he is not witnessing this moment.
Give me the damage then, Edius.
Oh,
I
dude.
do need the fire separate.
The fire separate. Oh shit. Okay. So that's gonna be 46 from the thunder wave.
What?
5th level. So that's 46 for the thunder wave, and then that's 23 for the fireball.
So the fireball envelops Ebonclaw, does no damage. However, Ottoman, make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Oh dear.
I saw that coming. All right. Come on now. Lucky dice with a fuck. Bad charity save there. Bad. I called my Sharon one more time. I am just channeling the energies and say, please. And
Roll again.
It's going to be, it ain't fucking doing it. That's going to be an 11.
Okay, you
That's right,
are
dude.
going to take... So, sorry, Bodhi, what was that total damage that would have happened from that spell?
So
then?
from the flame or both of them?
Both, because Ottoman unfortunately is
46
not
and
immune to
23.
any types of damage.
69. I think it was
69, wasn't it?
Oh no!
69.
69, giggity.
No! The best worst.
Let me just look and see if I
Ottoman,
have something
I'm
to
only going
stop
to say
this.
you take half of this damage, so you are going to take 35 points of damage. As you, wow! The draconic body essentially. Go on, sorry.
I was just going to say, as my reaction to all of this, because I throw this thing, and I'm like, yeah, we hit it, and then I just see Ottoman on the top, like, oh shit, Roger, go! Roger jumps out of the armor, and sort of a shield appears from Roger in front of Ottoman, and you're going to take 6 points less damage.
Oh,
Every little helps.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
This
As a-
crystal shoots in, slams into the dragon, explodes. There are shards of crystal that fly everywhere, but they're too fine to do any damage. But you see the huge gaping hole inside the dragon as it just and falls, begins to spiral down and hits the floor. Ottoman, you take that damage and you sort of you flip in the air. You take that extra bit of healing, but then you drop 25 feet. I'm only going to give you 20 feet worth of damage, but
How much do I take from the drop there? Okay, 20. I can take
8
it.
points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the floor.
I don't remember any of this because I'm fucking dead. And I'm just hit the ground.
Ottoman hits the floor unconscious. Now, because this was a Mana Stone crystal, and Garnet, you initiated this attack, I need you to roll me another D100.
This
gonna
can
go-
only
Everyone's going to
go
turn into a potted
badly.
plant.
That's a 46.
Oh.
46. As this crystal explodes then, Edgius, Garnet and Ottoman, even though Ottoman's down, you all have freedom of movement cast upon yourselves.
Ooh. What does that do?
All right.
Thank God that
So
wasn't
freedom
on,
of movement essentially
Cassien.
gives you double your movement speed.
And you can't be restrained and stuff
I will
like
read
that,
that
right?
out just so everybody's
Difficult
got it.
terrain doesn't count.
just so-
Stuff.
yeah.
Can't be grappled.
So freedom of movement. You are unaffected by difficult terrain. Spells and other magical effects can no longer reduce your speed. You cannot be paralyzed. You cannot be restrained. You also have a swim speed equal to your movement speed.
Nice.
In addition, you can spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from any non-magical restraints, such as manacles or anybody imposing the grappled condition on you.
That's very nice. Does that mean that I can, if I'm alive at one point, I can get myself out from underneath this dragon too?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm actually going to say the dragon drops to the floor, and you sort of, because of the thunder wave, you went and landed second. So you went up a little bit while the dragon was dropping, and then just
because it's got a
hit the
gaping hole
floor,
in its
and you're
guts. You're
out.
currently inside it in the intestines. Just
Yeah,
wrapped
Just
I'm
up.
cushioned in the
dragon.
rib cage, which is now blown apart.
Does that mean Ottoman
All right.
could technically
Amazing.
pass their death saving throw because they're grappling with death?
Oh.
With that? Uh-huh.
No? Okay, I thought I'd
I'll
try
see
it.
what happens. I love it.
As
Bodhi, I'm assuming that was also your go.
as we end our turn, and this almost like snowfall of crystals tumbles down around me and Garnet, and this dragon falls, like dust billows outwards. Ottoman kind of tumbles. I'll just be embracing Garnet and just be like, "Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier." Just in your ear. That's the end of my turn. I don't know if you have anything else.
As we're embracing, I go to reach down, and I'm like, "There's nothing there." I'll just hug. I was going for the bum.
Takami at this point does take a moment to look back and just sort of, what the fuck?
One of them moments. Sorry.
Amazing. Jewel, what are you doing in this moment as this dragon just explodes in crystal shards?
Jewel was looking up at the dragon and doing her best to try and follow Cavern's request or command to go and help them. Looks at what happened and it explodes and it's like, never mind. We'll look back down at Cassien and say, "It's over. You might as well give up." She's going to try and take the pendant. I don't know how much of an action that's going to take. Bonus action or full action. Contested something or other.
It's going to be a contested check, but because Cassien is grappled, he is going to get disadvantage against this as you just go to try and grab it and whip it from him. So I'm going to ask you to make me
I don't mind making
either an athletics or an acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics.
I'll allow sleight of hand, and he's going to basically try acrobatics or athletics, whichever is stronger for him. When I can find the right bit of the character sheet. There we go.
I'm happy to take an acrobatics if that's okay. If that was one of the original ones.
Entirely up to you.
Cool. That is a 25.
25. As you reach forward then and snatch this onyx crystal, you just see Cassien go, "No!" as he goes to sort of try and scrabble and steal it, and you nick the onyx crystal away from him. It still glows green in your hand. I'm going to ask you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Sweet. That's going to go phenomenally well with a 13. Oh, sorry. I have
hold on to it.
Sorry. I have an advantage because I have a soul trinket left, and that is a natural 20.
Natural 20. You take no damage. You would have taken 4 points of necrotic damage as you hold on to this thing and it pulses with energy from the Shadowfell, but that soul trinket cancels that out and almost whatever energy just draws it into itself. Does that get rid of the soul trinket?
Just says, while I have a soul trinket, I have advantage on con.
All good then. So that shadowy orb just draws it in, and you are fine. You are now holding the onyx orb, as Cassien is there, just sort of spitting at you.
Beautiful.
How much left of my movement do I have?
You've not used any movement.
Sorry, not movement. My turn. Does that use an action?
I'm going to say that's an action because you
absolutely fine.
On try to go and grab something.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to hide. So I'm not going to disengage from him. So I realise he may get an attack. And I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and move around there.
He does try to stab at you with the rapier for a 12 to hit.
Miss.
It's half-assed as he sort of draws it from Cavern and goes to stab at you, but misses.
I have advantage on my stealth check because of astral evasion,
darkness,
and stuff. Lots of things gave me advantage on that one. So my stealth is another natural 20. Fucking hell. For a 33.
Wow.
So I
You're gone.
Disappear into
Everybody's
campaign 3.
just gone, "Where's Jewel?" So there we go. Excellent stuff then. As you disappear, I'm assuming that's your go.
Yeah, that's all of mine. Yeah.
Ottoman, make me a death saving throw, please.
Certainly will.
Lex, you're on deck.
Oops, not in sight. 13.
13. That is one success.
Okay, I'm gurgling blood, but I am no longer going quickly towards the light.
You can hear the sound of oars lapping against water.
It's
like
a beautiful
somebody
sound,
rowing.
but it's not my time.
Lex.
I will move to there. I will cast. I will, like a fucking angel descending in a heavenly light, I will turn up to everyone else apart from Edgius. And I will cast a 4th level aid, and I'll put it on Garnet and Ottoman, and you'll get 15 hit points back, and your maximum hit points will also increase by 15.
Oh.
For the next 8 hours.
Thank you very much.
So
8
Ottoman,
hours,
as
okay,
you
that
sort of
is-
feel this, there's this moment where you can almost feel yourself half in the warmth of life, half floating in this cold river as the sound of oars lapping, and that feel of cold just seems to shrink away as you hear what sounds like the clicking of gears and cogs, almost like a watch in your ear. Just and you, a surge of energy goes through your body. Carry on, Lex.
And then, as this mechanical crane pulls you from the brink of death, can I go anywhere else? I will just, no, I can't move any further. You're welcome. And that'll be me.
Oh, thank you, but I
Garnet's
can't see
blinded
you.
currently.
Oh, as long as you don't end your turn next to me, you will be fine.
Okay.
Will be.
Amazing.
That'll be my
stuff
telepathic
then.
message
Have
to
it.
everyone.
Message? A telepathic
Message. Yeah, I developed it. Lex has a lisp now.
It's all the
some
wild
reason.
magic. It's just I can't control my tongue. It's like a Jar Jar Binks moment. I can't feel my tongue. I can't feel my tongue.
Let's not
Anyway,
reduce Lex to a Jar Jar
Karen.
Binks character. Come on, he's worth it.
Jar Jar Binks is a Sith master. We all know that.
Yeah.
It's true.
He duped everyone.
Indeed. Tom.
So, I will continue this grapple pin, but I've noticed something. When Cassien cast that one spell, he grabbed that. Is it an amulet around his neck that now Jewel has, right?
He
I
went
can see
to
what
do
hand
it.
he used. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I saw what hand he used to do that, and I've made a decision that is his preferred hand to do things with. So I will continue this. I will
Good to
continue
know.
this grapple pin, but while pinning him, I will now look to use a bone-breaking move where I'm just going to kind of twist his wrist backwards until I hear kind of something similar to popcorn popping in a microwave.
Okay, make me an unarmed strike then, please. So a d20 plus your strength modifier, I believe.
So that's 16 plus 7. It's a 23.
23 is absolutely going to hit. Your unarmed damage, I believe, is 4, which will then increase to 6 because of rage.
Yep.
You grab that wrist and just snap it backwards.
It's all right. You got another one. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Cool. We're all good over here. We're fine over here. Unless anyone wants to come and continue on with any additional. Cassien,
Torture.
any requests, Cassien? I'm not talking about music either. Anything at all.
Literally
Nope,
cannot
nothing.
speak. You
He's got nothing.
Shoved a blade
He's,
through his throat.
He's gone.
He's literally speechless. I don't know. I'm not sure. And that's the end of my turn.
Amazing stuff. It is then Cassien's go, so even though he cannot speak in this moment, he is still going to attack you twice with the rapier.
Motherfucker.
And this will be a straight attack, because disadvantage and advantage sort of cancel out here with the grapple pin and the restraints. First one is a 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits. So he can attack while
You
it's
are
while
going to
restrained.
take... yes, because he can attack. You can still attack, but it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
But because you're also restrained, it's then at advantage, so
Yeah.
therefore it cancels out.
Cancels
so you
it
are
out,
going to
yeah.
What
take
about if he gets an extra
7
disadvantage for
points.
using his non-dominant hand?
No, fuck off. You get 7 points of piercing damage, which is then reduced to 4 because you are raging. And he's going to attack again, as he just sort of, at this point, he's going for the just stab in the side. Second attack is a natural 20.
Oh.
Jesus
Come
Christ.
on!
It's like our
We have had
non-
a disproportionate amount of 20s.
Fuck, it's going down.
Little help,
So
guys.
that is
Little
8,
help.
13 maths. 21 points of piercing damage, reduced down to 11 as he stabs into you again.
Oh my god. Oh my
I say,
god.
as lights kind of go dark, and I remember this feeling of losing consciousness, my last thing is, little help. And my head falls against his chest.
There we go. As you
Boy, that sucks.
manage to, you sort of, he stabs in and just draws that rapier out, and he's going to throw you off. Use half his movement speed to stand, as those flames still wreathe around him. Cannot speak because there is a dagger in his throat. He will take that and sort of pull it out as he continues to bleed.
Idiot.
He's going to
You always
look
leave it in.
around. He's going to look around and just looks for Jewel almost, as I need to put a couple of unconscious tokens on because there's a couple of people here that are now unconscious. One
Covering you out.
and
I'm at 0.
Shine.
Ottoman will be alright now.
Um,
He's got 15 hit points.
that's a
right.
very good point. I'll get rid of
Yeah.
that. So instead, still injured.
Oh, yeah, 15.
So Cassien is going to look around, and is going to use his cunning action as a bonus action then, because he's not used a bonus action to then dash. So he used half his movement speed to stand, which would have been 15 feet. So he now has 45 feet of movement, and he is going to go
Fucker.
that way. He's hidden out.
Oh,
Callum and Takami in this moment are then just all sorts of spells just as Takami swings that dragon staff, and there's again as it connects sound of a dragon roaring as they control whatever creatures are coming through here, and Takami sort of looks over his shoulder and sees this bloodied individual with their neck just pouring blood running towards them. We are then over back to the top of the round. Garnet, what are you doing?
Oh, no, I'm not muted. Good. Well, I was muted for a second then. Right. Just take a breather and just sort of do a couple of deep breaths. And as I do that, all of the sort of dust particles that I've been exuding with my psionic energy sort of begin to correlate and swirl around me. And I sort of breathe it all in through my nose as I use my psionic recovery to regain one of my psionic points. I will then look to. I feel like this is going to be a bad idea, but Oh no, I can't because you're unconscious. Don't worry about that. I will. However, I'm going to move.
Rulers everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, now I can only get to there. Yeah, I'm just going to begin making my way up towards him. So I'm going to move myself. That's me moving, yes. 30 feet that way.
Very good.
Sort of running, and then I will action dash behind this crystal as I try to get towards him.
Amazing stuff.
If anybody can stop him from getting through that pool, that'll be really helpful. And that's my turn.
Amazing stuff. Then
Edgius will turn and break into a sprint and be like, on it! As I will cover 10 feet, and then I'm going to cast Hold Person on him.
Yes!
go for it.
All right.
Wisdom save from you,
What
Matt.
sort of save?
Don't roll a natural 20, Matthew.
An 18 plus 1 for a 19 total.
Fuck.
Oh, for fuck's son of a fucking... Well,
Fuck's sake, no way.
no way, fuck's sake. Cool, then I'll just bonus action use my Misty Step to teleport over to cabin. And that will be the end of my go.
Amazing stuff. In this moment, then, Cassien is going to use a legendary action to move. So
What?
goes
Fuck.
5, 10,
Come on!
15,
Stop him, Takami!
and jumps through.
Bonus action.
Cassien is gone
Damn it.
in this moment as
Damn it.
jumps through. This Shadowfell portal still exists. Takami, Callum can see Cassien Veil running ahead of them. I'm going to open this up to the party now. Technically, the portal's still open. I'll put Cassien back on the map. He would have technically, if I just, he went from there, moves his movement speed, would have got to about there. So let's just clear some fog so everybody can see where he got to.
Opportunity
In the
attack for
Shadowfell.
Takami?
Do you know what? Yes, I will do that. She's going to swing with the Amethyst Dragon Staff, which she has. That is absolutely going to hit. It's an 18 on the die. She's got a plus 11 to hit with that. She's wielding it two-handed.
Sure.
Break his fucking knees.
Come on.
That's my fucking... It's my fucking monk right there. That's my fucking monk.
Not great on the damage. So it's 8 on the damage. Just checking the item. So yeah, it's only 8 points of damage to Cassien Veil, but is she going to use... She's hit. Technically, she has mastery of that. Where's the topple bit? I know that exists somewhere. But apparently I can't read for shit.
Jules sees Cassien escaping and definitely wants to stop him.
I can
Very
get
good.
to him.
So yes, she's going to hit, and as she hits, knocks him, and he just sort of... He's going to take the full 8 damage that he would have taken. I say the full 8 damage. She rolled a 1 on her damage dice, plus 7 on top of that. She catches him as he jumps through, and he sort of stumbles and falls and just sort of glides to the side, giving everybody a moment. So, we're going to jump a little bit out of initiative order here. I'm going to open it up to the floor. What do people want to do? You have got 1 turn.
I could move. Oh, sorry.
Go on, you go.
I was going to say, I can move, bonus action move, and get in front of him to attack him.
So Jewel can
you're
also
gonna go
use her
back into the
feline
Shadowfell?
agility and can get to him without issue.
I can also put a wall of force dome over the top of him, so he won't be able to physically get past it. But then, if he can teleport, if he can misty step, he can get out of it.
Jewel
can't do jack shit right now.
If I may, so Jewel will grab her last soul trinket. As it's spinning around her, she grabs it and slams it into her chest. She gets down on all fours and then fucking flies. With her feline agility, she can now move double her movement. She will use both action and bonus action in this whole round to move.
Jewel sees time, and she just breaks the light barrier.
Right.
It's almost that, she makes like 1, 2, and then like a bound there and a bound there, as she just is absolutely flying. Will go through, get behind, and basically as passing with that soul trinket will have advantage and therefore sneak attack on hitting Cassien Veil. So she's gone through the portal and she hits with hopefully hits
He's
with
prone as well, so you get advantage.
Oh cool, I have the advantage from the soul trinket anyway. That is a 25 to hit.
100%.
Is it dark here? Because I'm guessing I'm in the Shadowfell.
It's in the Shadowfell. It's very dark here.
Okay. 8, 14, 15, 19, 19, 23, 28 points of slashing damage and 5 points of psychic.
Come
so
on.
you bound forward and
Wow.
Does anybody else wish to do anything?
I'm just going to move in and I'd move and make attacks as well.
Yeah.
Is it?
So
Could I, while they're all surrounding him, the wall of force dome is only 10 feet, so they won't all fit in, will they?
No.
Because I was thinking I could trap him in like Thunderdome and they could all just kill him. and nothing could get there.
I could push him back through the portal with my attack, so I could just slash, push, and then you can barrier the portal if you wanted.
Then, oh yeah, you'd be trapped on the other side. Unless I put the dome over you two once you've killed him, pushed him back through so you don't get attacked.
What I was hoping that if Jewel or if Cassien can die and I've used my feline agility, I will have enough movement to drag him back. I suppose we're out of combat-ish anyway. So,
and then Garnet's just pushed him back anyway.
We're kind of out of combat.
Yeah, true.
So
okay,
does anybody...
Yeah.
So in this moment, anybody else wish to do anything else? Edgiest Cavern, I'm assuming your sort of bro moment.
I'm
going to say something.
Oh, go for it. Go for it, Ottoman.
Go, Fletch.
Yeah, I'm going to move towards the portal, and Ottoman seems intent on hunting his prey, and as Ottoman walks towards it, mutters out loud to whoever is listening, "If you want to find a king killer, we will enter this portal. That is where the Shrouded Lord rules and must be stopped. Follow me this time, Edgius. Follow me this time." And I look at everyone as I move towards it, but I feel intent on entering the portal.
He's reeling us in, isn't he?
Oh, you fucker.
I'm gonna look down at Kevin and be like, "You fucking chair guy," and I'll cast Cure Wounds on Kevin. Just Cure Wounds. It will be 3rd level, so it's gonna be 3d8 for you, Tom. 1 second. 3d8. Oh, wonderful. That's 14 points of healing for you, Tom.
Okay. Nice.
I have a DM question.
Have in your eyes. Go for it.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
But is this a permanent portal? Is this here for any length of time, or is it just a rift that has opened up? Do we have any idea?
It's a rift that has been opened up. How permanent it is very much depends on the party.
It won't be open very long. Shut down.
Okay.
I will then bamf back over to my sword. I will reattach my sword to my back. I'll pull it from the ground, put it on my back, and then I will son of a bitch, and clip it onto my back, and then I will walk over basically to Ottoman and kind of get shoulder to shoulder with him. At that moment, Matt, I would like to use one of my new features.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use my Shadow's Insight, please.
Love it.
So I imagine almost in this moment, like my where my eye sockets are, almost like smoke, like shadowy smoke begins like billowing outwards. As I kind of look at Ottoman, and Ottoman, you would see me looking almost deeply at you, and though there's no eyes within the sockets, you would almost see a longing, a yearning for information within those sockets as I kind of stare at you. Matt, can I garner two things from my Shadow's Insight? Could I garner one? He's mentioned someone who I am affiliated with loosely at this point in time. Can I just determine whether we are almost two pawns of the same army that belong to Charon and the Raven Queen, as it were? Are we almost on the same side without knowing it?
Yes. As you look at Ottoman, you stand next to him in this moment, there's almost a flash of precognition where you see Klein's face. You almost get that psychic link of where the shadow energy connects you to Ottoman. You hear the sound of oars lapping in the river, and you see a vision of people being just stabbed, a whole noble family just being murdered. Left, right, and centre, and behind the scenes, almost laughing behind a curtain, is the skeletal face of Klein.
I'll look at him and go, so, Raven Queens, boatmen, king killers. Are you my brother?
I laugh. Just a grim grunt of a laugh. It's the most you kind of get out of me. Brother in missions, perhaps. This is what I know. The Shrouded Lord controls many things, here and in the Shadowfell. The Raven Queen power is diminished. The Shrouded Lord controls many things behind the scenes. The destruction of my family and my house. He is responsible for all of this. All that befalls this world is orchestrated by the Shrouded Lord. Everyone is connected to it, and they must be stopped. I know not your mission, but I know mine.
Oh, we totally sussed the exact same thing. Like that's so like, dude, peas in a pod. That's crazy. That's so crazy. I'm stoked that you're on the team. I'm Edgiest Bones Jones. Nice to meet you. And I'll pull out a Planar Detective card and hand him a Planar Detective card.
Amazing stuff. So
I take
really
the card.
Quick conversation. Go for it.
I look at the card. And I just throw it on the ground. It doesn't matter to me. This is nothing. It means nothing.
Okay.
Actually, by the state, it means that we're legally allowed to be here. I'm not sure if you're legally allowed to be here, but we actually are legally allowed to be doing this.
Section 14, Chapter 3, I think I need to direct you to read.
Amazing stuff as Edgius unleashes into this tirade of local laws and stuff like that, which just probably confuses Ottoman. Jewel, you have pounded in, you have sliced across. As Garnet, you walk in and you take that white blade and you slash across Cassien Veil as well, and just sort of boom, shove them and hit them, and they do casket. Jewel, you do like that Matrix backwards as you just evade out the way. Cassien Veil's body even just 5, 10, 15. Takami sort of catches it and throws it to the side, just using that dragon staff and throws it to the side. Final moments then. Jewel and
Is he
Garnet.
dead?
Oh yeah, he's massively dead. He got fucking obliterated by Jewel, but Garnet then disappeared in and just sliced through him as well. If anything, he's bisected. Like, as he gets pushed, the top half flies over Jewel as the bottom half just sort of skitters underneath Jewel as well. And these two halves of the body just emanate out of the portal as Takami catches it on the dragon staff. Both halves, and just spins it and throws it to the side. Cassien Veil's body scatters into
Jewel looks
the
at a
material
dagger
plane.
and he's like, "Oh damn, that wasn't bad."
Could I potentially use that to put the wall of force behind Garnet and Jewel to protect them from whatever is about to fucking take them on, to give them maybe enough time to get back through the portal to our side?
I'm going to use a little bit of DM's poetic license then. You then in that moment just go, no, and craft that wall of force to the point where Garnet and Jewel are pushed back through.
Yep.
And sort of just end up being scooped up by this wall of force. As you grow that wall of force out and it blocks the portal at this point, you all see now these undead, spectral, shadowy entities just sort of batter against this wall of force and disappear out. And as you all then take this moment, go.
The last thing is Jewel will then go back up to the let's say the top half of Cassien Veil, just put her hand over, and this dark soul trinket just passes out of his body and into her hand, and then she just spins it round her again, and she has one back.
Amazing stuff. And this soul trinket, unlike the others which are slightly brighter, this takes on a pure black, almost anti-light form as it just whistles around your head. In that moment then, this portal remains open. Cavern now. You take that deep breath in and your eyes flash open. What's your thought as you come to consciousness?
I look up, and when I came to consciousness, I just see Aegeus had walked away from me, and realized that he may have had something to do with that. And just trying to gather my thoughts. I'm looking around to see what the hell is going on. I'm a little bit disoriented about what just happened. So nothing very reflective or provocative, just kind of trying to get my shit together.
I'll say in that moment, then you hear the call of a raven. You see a raven fly above you and then descend towards you. Lex, your final thoughts?
Well, to be fair, I have just saved everybody, so I'm waiting for the gratitude, and then I do actually have an Onyx Shadowfell key, so I will start preparing the spell to shut the portal permanently. I'll need to get closer to it to do that. It takes me a minute to perform the ritual, so I'll start preparing myself mentally for that as I'm walking towards the portal.
So you pull the little clawed chest out, and Cog, almost sensing your intentions, goes down and uses his little Modron legs to unlock it. And it opens up. You take out that Shadowfell key. And Cog just sort of looks at you and does that nod. Jewel, you scatter back into the material plane as you then walk over to Cassien's torso, essentially, to where it is. Garnet, final thoughts?
I'm just looking around at everyone. Hi, my name is Garnet Silurian. You know who I am now, so if we ever get split up, you can use the spell sending and you can speak to me. Hi.
Amazing.
And like
in this
Alcoholics Anonymous are all like, "Hi, Garnet."
Right.
Yeah, Jewel doesn't even look over. She's still looking down at the dead bodies like, "Hello."
Amazing stuff. And then finally, then with Edgius sort of having this moment and throwing the card being thrown to the floor, Fletch, your final thoughts as we close out this session.
Yeah,
Ottoman's final thought.
Yeah, I stop in my tracks, and the world just time stops for a second as I see a raven descend into the room. Where did it just appear? Did it come from the portal, or it just appeared?
It seems to have come from somewhere. You're not 100% sure where, but it has definitely appeared.
I watch as it just settles in, and I consider this an omen. And I drop to a knee, and I will stay here with the raven because that means something to me. And I believe what this means is perhaps my mission needs to resume here and not in the Shadowfell at this moment.
Amazing stuff then. As Edgius, you watch as Ottoman falls to a knee. Go on, Boats.
As he bows to me, Edgius will be like, sure, I'll be your king or whatever. Yeah, whatever you need, chair guy. I understand you're a bit directionless at the moment. That's cool. But in his mind, Edgius is thinking, after seeing that vision, Edgius is just thinking about the pain and the despair that the King Killer caused him in his life. The changes that single person made to his entire existence. And I think for Edgius, for a long time, he thought he was the only one. And to see the level of devastation that Ottoman felt at the hands of someone that Edgius hates, he puts an arm down on Ottoman's shoulder, and is just going to try and think about his son in his head. But as he does, it's just his wife, him, and just static where his son should be. And
body, but
that's
no
it.
face. Amazing stuff then, as we all take that moment to look upon this portal, take a deep shuddering breath as Takami sort of swings that dragon staff behind her, looks left and right, but is ready. Callum picks up the icy warhammer and sort of just, in true Thor moment, swings it back and holds it. That is where we are going to leave episode 71 tonight, folks. So,
nice.
a massive thank you to both Fletch and Josh, who will,
That was
as far as
amazing.
I'm aware, unless somebody tells me something else, will be joining us next week as well for a slight continuation.
So
of this.
psyched that you're staying on.
So yes, not one but
I am
2
here.
weeks. And
Wow.
yes, we will pick this up as we go forward. But what an amazing session. Thank you, folks. Thank you to all 6 of you. Absolutely on point tonight, as in keeping that combat rolling, and the little RP moments came in there, the descriptions, loved it all. Look, we are at about 20 to 11, so I don't want to labour tonight too much. However, there are exciting things coming, not just from Malt and Magic, but also from Homie the Dude as well. So, Bodhi, Tom, please, let's talk about your next upcoming thing that's about to land, or going to land soon, at least, I hope.
So as the camera goes to pan away, Edgius actually grabs the virtual camera in the D&D thing and pulls it to his face as he goes, "Coming soon from Homie and the Dude, the Scorched Basin, the premier desert TTRPG setting, system agnostic." But in all seriousness, we have a setting coming out next year called the Scorched Basin. It's a Dune/Mad Max inspired system agnostic TTRPG setting. To take your games to the next level, there will be all manner of things included, including 3 languages, a soundtrack, a bunch of incredible art, factions galore, different terrains to explore, and a whole bunch more for people to their teeth sunk into. So really look forward to releasing that one out to you guys next
I'm
year.
hard for that one.
That sounds amazing.
Nice.
Absolutely. I think
Nice.
everybody's excited for that one. The extra details there is, of course, as we have done before, there will be a link for that particular Kickstarter direct from Malt and Magic. So you haven't got to go search anywhere. If you're just with us, you can go click that link and you're fine.
Yep.
And you can go do that. But while we are talking then about additional projects, please make sure you look. You've seen Fletch, you've seen Josh tonight. Josh is one part of a larger collaboration with Roll Together, and Fletch has got some amazing stuff out there on sort of the various platforms that you can go and purchase D&D stuff. We have thrown some of those PDFs into our giveaways. So please go and support both of those. Come support us as well, of course. Hopefully you're already here. But look, we have been the Malt and Magic plus guests crew. This has been episode 71. I have had an absolute blast. Thank you to you all. Stay
Amazing.
safe.
Thanks, guys.
We love you all.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week.